I don't know what I'm doing at all. This is all just a mess. It is just a mess. Did I close my window? Yes, I did. If not, it's going to be loud. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another fun episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Heavy on the dungeon, a little light on the dragons lately, but that's okay.
Very light on the dragons.
We've only found one dragon and it was dead.
Did you guys find a Dracolich?
No.
He's
Maybe.
talking about the dragon bones we found out.
Oh! I don't even know why I was thinking, because for some reason I was like, why would you find a dead dragon? He must be in a Dracolich.
We fought a Dracolich in the last.
That is true. I do remember that. I have so much extra mouse pad now. Now I can roll dice on it. My fancy new mouse pad. Alright. Let's just get right into it. Previously on Dungeons and Dragons. So, the party, while trying to get into Shigambi's tomb, watched their good friend Jafar plummet to his death into a couple of spinning gear-like drums, like a giant shredder. They watched him fall into that and get mulched into ground beef.
It was a good day.
It was a fun day. After that, they made it into Shigambi's tomb, where they managed to root around through it and not awaken a whole bunch of terracotta warriors that were all kind of perched, ready to tear them to pieces.
Terracotta.
They managed to get into Shigambi's tomb. They found a speed scimitar thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Scimitar of Speed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I realized after I stopped talking, it's like, oh, it's going to be Scimitar of Speed. Lame. So they found a scimitar. Quick reminder, who's possessed by what? Because it's all been a giant friggin' jumble. I think, Dado, you were possessed by Kubazan.
Correct.
Wacky by Ijin,
And
I believe.
Shigambi.
And you've got Shigambi? Okay.
Empire hasn't touched anything yet.
Yeah. Okay, so, just making sure. It's all been a bunch of back and forth mumbo jumbo for the last little bit. So, you guys, you found the thing of Shigambi, you're possessed by Shigambi, you guys made it out, you continued on. You continued on searching the fourth floor, and you made it to what appeared to be Unk's tomb. You kind of got in there, past a giant pit of acid, and while you were taking a rest, a man appeared before you, just sort of beclothed in just tattered, disgusting rags that looked an awful lot like your friend Jafar. This man, his face is a little off, and his, he seemed familiar, if not, just something was just a little bit weird with him. He was like an imperfect recreation of your friend, and he acted just like Jafar, and he seemed to have all of Jafar's memories.
Mostly.
After trusting him after trusting him enough to sort of give him time to speak, you found out that he remembers being with you up until you reached the city of Omu, and then after your first day in Omu, he awoke imprisoned in a cage somewhere else further down in this dungeon, where he was imprisoned by 3 hags known as the Sohn Sisters, a name that you guys have heard at some point. The Sohn Sisters tortured him and probed at his mind and did all sorts of horrible things to him, and then left him presumably to die, or just had enough of him. And these little animatronic, or these little construct dolls that were created by the hags and have the spirits of children trapped in them, befriended new Jafar and helped him escape, and together they made their way up, and he popped into the room with you guys, and you decided, it's like, well, we're missing a Jafar. This one will do. It's like, I couldn't get my kid the game that he asked for, but this one sounds kind of like the same one, so I'll get him this one. It'd be fine. It's one of those deals. So you and fake Jafar raided what turned out to be Unk's tomb. Dusty jumped into a weird maze, found a key, opened the thing up, now has the power to sniff gold, and then you found an old hourglass, or not hourglass, an old grandfather clock with a treasure inside. It turned you all 10 years older, then you smashed it, took the treasure, and that is where we left off. So, the four of you are in a small, dusty little chamber off of one of these secret rooms from Unk's tomb that was filled with Minotaur bones that one of the Minotaur skeletons emerged from. Amidst, there's a bunch of rubble amidst your feet, the remains of the shattered grandfather clock. The four of you are feeling a little older than you did before, and look a little older than you did before. But
Me, not so much.
Dusty is now just dust. He's just walking dust.
There's just a slight bit of more rasp in my voice, but
He may be turning into a lich. You're not sure.
I'm pretty sure if we don't DH him before Kubazan leaves his body, he will crumble.
Jafar feels fine. He feels like, yeah, this is about as old as I feel right now.
And I look the same.
taking off the pants to reveal a second pair of pants underneath.
See, this is how I get banned from Twitch.
You can't show that on
Or I get all of the
Show it.
viewers. One of the two.
I'm wearing pants
You can show it? Okay.
underneath the pants. Okay, if I just pulled my wiener out, that'd be different.
It's like, look, I know it's not your stream, but still, Twitch has rules, Dado.
Look, pants are on, okay? Alright, where the hell are we? Let's see.
You're in a little room. Little room with a grandfather clock. You are here.
Yes. Okay, so we already looked at the clock.
Yep, you've destroyed the clock. Inside
We
you found
broke
an
it.
egg.
The
Jeweled.
valuable loot.
Yeah, you found a jeweled egg. The moon
Just
of
a rock.
moon of the navel. The navel moon. Navel of the moon.
There you go.
Moon
else took that,
belly
right?
button.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't take it.
The delicious
It's-
belly
it's
button
just a
of the
rock,
moon.
So.
There's no other doorways in
You
here.
got a rock.
Nope.
None that we are aware of.
None of them that you are aware of.
Are we
But you-
still in this room?
Yes, you are. We ended
Well,
the
it's
session.
like seconds after we just
Yeah, you guys found the treasure,
Okay.
and then I ended the session. So
Okay, I'm gonna inspect this wall, looking for any sort of. That's the wrong button. Just for any secret doors.
you feel up the wall, and it seems to be just plain old wall to you.
I'll let Dusty know that there won't be anything over here other than, that other room for the Minotaurs, because I did fly through all of them earlier.
Dusty, did you ever attune to the robes you guys found in Unk's tomb?
We literally
We
just
haven't
got
we
them.
haven't rested, so.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, we
so
haven't-
I'm
we
assuming
haven't
you're
rested.
wearing them. You're just not attuned to them yet.
Correct. Yeah.
What was that laugh for?
It's just the robes probably look ridiculous.
They're probably the most exuberant thing.
It probably
Yeah.
looks like that pearlescent paint job you see on really ugly
Yeah.
cars,
Yeah, there you
or occasionally nice cars.
It's
where it just
pearlescent,
kinda looks
but it goes
silvery.
all the colors.
Yeah, it looks like an oil slick. It's just all colors at once, but no colors at once. It's like as soon as he turns a little bit, it's like blue, green, purple, pink, and then goes shimmers back to like silver.
So, if you ever have a laser beam, just shoot it at Dusty and it'll blind everyone.
Oh no.
You could
So
say
kind of know where we need to go
scintillating.
next. Is down. There's a fast way and a safer way. The
Yeah.
safe way is to take the secret door and go down spiral staircase.
Why is it so quiet? Oh yeah, my music.
They're like, there's
Yeah,
a secret
I-
we can
staircase.
do that. We can do it.
Yeah, because we'd have to go back to the third or second floor. Probably second.
so. Yeah, if you guys are trying to get lower into the tomb, there are two ways down that you have found. There's the secret staircase, outside of Withers' office, and then back on the second floor. Also, did you find the third floor? Oh, yes, you did find the third floor exit of it, but getting
It's a
to
bit
it,
harder to get to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's easier to just go to the second floor.
But yeah, the other way is to drop down the shaft where the gargoyle statues were at the bottom of the main staircase.
When I floated up,
Yep.
I only floated one floor, right?
Yep.
So I can tell them exactly what's below us right now.
Yes, you can.
I will do so. I'm gonna be like, there's a tunnel, like a hallway beneath us, covered in like destroyed armor, rotting armor, and it doesn't feel very good. And about like is way that way, there's that way. There's this giant sphere of like electricity. It's purple and it's floating.
Yeah, you're able to tell them it was basically some kind of dimensional vortex, and then another dimensional vortex, like one way above and one way below, and there was a big, huge chain that was like coming out of one vortex and going down the other vortex, like turning gears, and basically the chain was like coming out of one portal and going down in the other portal, and there was
feel like-
big gears and other things driving off of that.
I
You
feel like
imagine.
that's Chris Perkins saying, "Hey, we need to power something. How can we do that? I know. Acerec has a big chain going from one portal to the elemental plane of air to the other elemental plane of air, and it's just
Some kind of big perpetual motion magic-y thingy.
yeah."
I'll also describe the hag's room and like what was in it and everything there.
Yeah, you learned from your new friend, all about the big room he was held with. He was caged into. He's able to tell you that there's a big green door with 5 symbols on it: a triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. And that there are 5 rooms associated with those. And you do a trial, it unlocks a hole, and then you put a key in the hole. And after all of that running around is done, big door opens and something real important's behind it.
Hey, Dusty, putting in a bath?
Huh?
I just see you measuring every angle.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm fine.
There's already a perfectly cut out space for a bath.
Yeah, that's
Maybe-
that's the acid pit.
It's
Maybe-
an acid bath.
It's after that.
Well, I mean, you'll get very, very clean in that bath.
It'll burn
Almost too
all
clean.
A little
blue
bit.
germs off.
All right, let's start heading.
Okay.
No.
So if we're gonna have to head back up to the second floor,
Mm-hmm.
but if we're gonna be there, want to check out Nang Nang's place again?
First floor. So we just have to go up another floor.
Nang Nang's on the second floor. It was right next to Papa Zodal's. Bongo's on the first floor.
I thought Papa Zodal.
Why do you want to go there?
Oh yeah, never mind.
Because we
Yeah.
skipped it before, and there might be something there that we could use.
Like we know Wongo.
Nang Nang was the pentagram room.
Yeah, we know Wongo is full of shit.
Yeah.
But we never really even bothered to deal with what you do in Nang Nang's room. And we know the clue is the stone is the key. Or something. I
The
suppose.
only thing about that, I'm so sorry. The only thing about that is that we either have to go through the obvious fake one, or we have to open Papa Zodal's tomb again. So I don't know if you want to go through that trouble, or just for a chance at something that might be handy.
Hey, now the
I mean-
can just lift the door.
I mean, he's strong. He's not quite that strong.
Yeah.
Even Dusty has his limits.
Yeah, but
All right.
either way, they can
Well,
get
pick-
to the other
pick
side.
something.
And pull. I think we should.
I am
test out.
brave as fuck. I will do whatever.
I think we want to do.
But we're
Nang
going
Nang's
up
room.
to the second floor anyway, so we may as well
Yeah.
do Nang Nang.
So we
yeah.
gotta deal with this acid hole pit.
Well, you guys have to deal with that.
You could still fuck up.
I could just Misty Step. It's not really much to fuck up.
Yeah, me and Jez have to deal with it.
Technically, I could use my
Just jump.
daily ability to use jump.
Yeah.
Um,
Just, if you still got charge in the staff, just levitate me over.
Yeah, I do.
what? Why don't you levitate someone that can
Carry people.
Yeah, that'd be safer.
So what,
Well,
himself?
put it, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just levitate Pyro.
You're stronger than me right now, though.
yeah, you are.
I'll levitate myself and
Here.
just pick people up.
Technically, you're stronger than Orin Than at this point.
You're the real ferryman.
Even Orin's strength is capped at 20.
Alright, so I'll just cast
You're not quite
levitate on
as old.
myself and I'll fucking pick people up and carry them over.
Yeah, you know what? Your strength's high enough. I'm not gonna make you roll it. You know what? Your strength is ludicrous at this point, so fuck it. Yeah. So you blow. Are you casting it from your spell slots or from the staff?
Now.
Okay. So you use some charges on your staff. Cast blah 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 levitate on yourself, and you ferry people back and forth over the acid pit without any trouble whatsoever. Extra D20s. I'm probably gonna need
I was
those.
staring at Dado's screen for a while, thinking that his chair was him standing straight up, looking towards his kitchen.
And I want to see how lovingly I do the carrying. What kind of check would that be?
Like how rough you're being.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. High. I want high to be. I was very gentle.
Yeah, the better your check, the more in control of your strength.
Oh no.
Oh man.
So yeah, you're not used to being this strong, so you were pretty rough. You're just grabbing people like by a leg and just whipping them across
God.
almost.
Yeah.
You literally
Like
don't
Princess
know
Carrie.
your own
That's
strength.
Princess Carrie.
Okay.
Princess Carrie.
Moving on.
Let's just go up to the second floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna try to open Papa's Oodles again? Because
Yes.
it probably would have been reset.
Yeah, the
Oh,
other.
definitely
you know
reset.
Even
I
if
don't
it's,
know that.
Yeah.
Even if it's reset, just zombies, we can't really turn them.
Yeah, we could
Fortunately.
have if I had the amulet.
No, you can't.
But I
You need to
don't.
have
No,
the turn undead ability.
Yeah, you needed.
We could have
I
got
could
a cleric.
have used sunlight.
Yeah, you could have rolled a cleric.
I don't think sunlight turns undead.
No,
They hate it, but
they don't like it.
The
It
best
would
we
probably
could
get
do-
them to move away, but not with enough conviction to raise that door.
The best we could do is have someone on the other side and have them try to go eat them. Or image of someone. But they might be
Or-
dangerous.
Dusty and I could Misty Step in again.
Yeah.
as we're going up, Karan will take the time to explain to Jafar what's been going on, at least for the first 2 floors. And he's just talking, like, just nonstop.
So you
Also,
guys make it up
about
to the 3rd
The
floor.
gods.
And Jafar just like, What the
So-
fuck? Okay. Sure.
And they really help.
This
except
makes
for
total
Ugla.
sense.
Where is the 2nd floor? Right there, actually.
Oh, we still have one in the tomb. I'm like, what? Where am I?
Yeah.
Up. Oh, it's straight up.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for the shift click and I was like, whatever, I'll just pull. Oh,
So
there it
it's
is.
Straight up.
So, you managed to make it back up to the 2nd floor unaccosted. You kind of peer around corners and that. There doesn't seem to be any rampaging or leering monsters waiting to rip your head off as you go up the stairs. You make it back to the big, huge iron door with 3 holes, with 3 head holes cut into it, or holes at head height. And yeah, you remember this as the entrance to Papa Zodal's tomb.
So, do we want to just...
You remember it being a lot easier to get into this thing the last time because you had 2 extra people to help.
Does Dusty count as 2 extra people now?
He's twice as strong. So he counts as one extra person.
He does count as he probably does count as one extra person at this point.
Once we get to the entrance of the
Is
other
he
zombies.
as strong? No, I was gonna say, is he as strong as Artis and Dragonbait combined? Close, but not quite.
He's stronger than even Luctal was.
He's as strong as Jafar was. Not even 3 hours ago.
So when we get to the door, are
You don't
there
know that.
zombies?
No, there are no zombies. Peering in, you see that the room seems to be just the way you left it.
Interesting.
It's been like 2 days.
They might not reset the tombs.
We might have depleted their forces. That seems like a weird way to put it.
I don't fucking know about that.
Does that mean we can long rest without like worry now?
I'm sure there's still some.
What was Pop Zodal's treasure again?
The amulet
Amulet
of
of
health.
health.
Amulet
I
of
have
Health. Yes, that is right.
Jafar knows this.
It's starting to be a little hard to keep track of.
I mean, you got a list, Wacky. You could just post it.
Yeah. Except I gotta scroll up to find it.
Is that your scrolling?
That's my scrolling.
Jeez.
So
They're setting-
is it one of those like little party like rattle things that you spin around?
It's
Noisemakers?
Yeah.
I was using my snowball. You
I know.
can
I
hear
know.
it.
Yeah,
There it is.
Okay, anyways. Then that
Now,
goes
how
we
the
need...
hell are we gonna get in?
Yeah.
This door, right?
Oh no.
Like,
No,
I'm pretty-
it's you guys are all standing right here. That is
Oh, okay.
inside. You can see inside it, and
I-
you were
I
also
thought so.
familiar with
Right,
what the room
please.
looked like, so I just kind of included both.
So, what we can do,
Same thing we did last time.
yeah,
That's
well,
not
except
hard.
without the
Step in.
dimension dooring us.
Yeah. Probably tell that to
I
Pyro
do not
too.
want to be there a third time.
Yeah.
You sure? I mean, you seem to get out just fine the first 2 times.
Just lost some pounds last time.
And so
of the
Dusty
party.
and Jafar, Misty step in, and get it open, I guess.
Dusty can
Step 2.
grab 2 chains.
Yeah,
Make
you figure
muscles.
that if Dusty and Jafar both Misty stepped in there and yanked on these things, the 2 of them could probably get this door open.
I'm sure they're stronger than 3 zombies.
Do it.
Yep. So the 2 of you both cast a Misty Step. Burn
You know, it'd be
through-
really nice.
burn through them
movable
second level
rod that
spells.
we could just click and then keep this door open.
Yep.
Too bad we weren't 5th level clerics at the time we met that dude.
That you couldn't greater restoration that guy that was petrified who got an immovable rod on him.
Yeah.
Well, he's still out there. So if you ever find a 5th level cleric, he's probably still in that shrine.
We've got enough uses for greater restoration right now.
Yeah.
So, yep, you guys poof in. Pyro, you and Dado are able to just... You grab one chain. You see Dusty the old man just kind of like put like his fancy stick like off to the side and kind of spit in his hands, and this frail, scrawny, like beanpole like man just kind of goes over, picks up a chain in each hand, and just starts pulling. You can hear the door starting to creak and groan just from his strength alone. Between the 3 of you, you're able to just kind of pull this thing.
3?
3.
Well, look, Dusty's so strong, it's like creating a double image, like the spell double image.
Fucking
There we
hell.
go. Just want to see how well I was doing
he
this.
starts pulling on the door, and Jafar kind of is like, "Oh, this looks heavy." He kind of spits on his hands and like rubbing them together. And as he's like grabbing the chain, like Dusty's got the door already like halfway up. And it's like, oh, he just grabs the chain quickly before anybody even notices and starts pulling too. He's like, oh yeah, oh, I'm helping.
No, I don't think Jafar would. He'd just be like, oh, whatever. Okay, fine.
Just
This is how life
hold
works
just
now.
hold the
I,
limp
I
chain.
start
I've
pulling
been
on the
away
chains,
for,
and it's
like-
not. Just start pulling on the chains. It's not going fast enough, so I just run over to the door instead and just push up the door.
So all 4 of you are now inside Papa Zodel's tomb.
I've been away for like God knows how long, and Dusty's like Superman now, and
This
it looks like
this
they don't
old
need me
this
anymore.
old man is disgustingly strong. Like,
Yeah.
you've never seen anything like it in all of your
Disgusting is
years.
the right word.
Cass is just really fast.
I'm not that. Well, I'm sorta.
Can make like fucking 4 attacks in a round without action searching.
Yeah. Imagine if I had
Okay.
haste.
Oh yeah, you get
I could make-
extra attack. That was Shigambi. Couldn't remember.
If I had haste, I could make 5 attacks a
Haste,
turn,
huh?
or
Sucks
9.
that none of us have it.
Yeah, no.
I
no
do.
Paladins have haste.
I think they were referring to the fact that Pyro has always had haste.
Okay.
Yeah. Quite a
I'll
while
go
now.
over to where the
But yeah,
secret door
Please
was
cast
and
haste on
open
me
it.
sometimes, because that's
Yep.
fun.
Okay.
So yeah, we know the secret door is over here.
Whoop. So you open the secret door to where the Dijin was
Is she
hiding.
there?
Nope.
I've realized that I can actually talk to her because Primordial encompasses all 4 dialects.
Oh. Did you just, like, one day you just, or like at some point you're just like, damn it, I know what she was saying now.
Yeah, apparently.
She
Alright.
wanted to make a bargain to let her out. She would have given us basically, like, anything.
Well,
Oh.
we couldn't hear her at all until we let her out.
No.
She was just tapping on the glass or whatever.
No, but she was also would have been, she was also, like, mouthing
Oh.
words. Like, hey,
I'm literally...
she basically would have been like, yeah, she would have been
None of your
mouthing, like,
characters
let
have
me
been able
out,
to do
I
that.
will give you anything.
Yeah, none of my characters
I'm a
in it
frickin'
have been able
genie.
to read lips.
Yeah.
That is so weird. Like, not even a
Um,
druid that took a fee called Observant.
Anyways, you opened the other secret door that you already know is there. And you are greeted once again with Satan's bedchamber.
Okay.
I gotta go way back in the book for this.
Oh,
So,
wait.
I was thinking.
So the air here reeks of sulfur and brimstone. On the floor of this chamber, a pentagram traced in salt surrounds an ornate sarcophagus. Its lid covered in figurines of prancing frog-like humanoids.
Now, I know that the clue is only a jewel can tame the frog. And the only thing that we found on this floor that's just a jewel was that stone we found in Wither's room, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming you
believe
have
so.
it, Dusty.
I thought Dusty was hanging on. I think Dusty was hanging on to it.
What was it called?
The rock, basically.
What was it called?
Beer, black, 3/4 of an inch in diameter, 1 ounce.
That sounds right.
Sure.
Both those.
Maybe.
It was just a
what did
stone
you
in his
find?
desk
It
or
was
something.
something in Wither's room.
Bead of force.
No.
No,
No.
that a beat of force is a beat of force,
Beat of Force is fun.
and a boat is just a boat, but a mystery box could be anything.
It could even be a boat. It was a boat.
A fist-sized gray stone.
No, that's not jewelish.
That is what you found.
See if you can try to open the sarcophagus with it. Like, concentrate real hard on that stone.
Like, look at the stone and, like, look at the tomb and look at the stone and look at the tomb and just point the stone and just, like,
Open yourself.
and then just start bashing the tomb
Oh,
with the
God.
rock. Just
So how?
Well, you're not gonna go in it.
I was gonna say, how close to are you guys staying outside the strange pentagram?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'll
I
stay
would not.
outside.
I would
Jafar
not
walks
cross
through this
that
room, he's like,
pentagram at all.
whoa, that evil shit, yo.
Yeah, this. They're trying to keep a demon or something at bay.
okay.
But, what I could do, I could get close, I can cast a protection spell on myself. That way I also won't get possessed by Wong Nango. Jesus Christ. Wong and
Wong
Nango?
and Nango. That's perfect. Those are way better names.
I'm sure. Nango one thing.
Fucking Wong, man.
Could have been Wang. But I can cast a protection spell on myself, and that should stop any.
Does the stone seem to be doing anything?
It seems to be a gray stone. Oh, so you're looking at the stone and looking at the sarcophagus and looking at the stone and looking at the sarcophagus, and it still seems to be a stone, and it still seems to be a closed sarcophagus.
Okay.
Maybe say it out
How
loud.
how round is this stone?
It's not perfectly round. It's imperfect. Like it looks kind of like a rock. I'd say it's maybe a bit smoother than a regular rock.
Does it look like a dog?
No, it does not look like a dog.
A rock that
kind
vaguely
of,
looks
kind
like
of
a
like
dog?
a dog.
That's a reference to something I'm guessing you haven't seen.
If you want
Would
to,
I be able to roll it across the floor to the other side?
Kind of. Like you could roll it and then it would kind of just like wobble, and it might go kind of off.
In case it gets lost in the salt, I would not put it in the salt. Why would you want to roll it?
Yeah,
that's-
I'm gonna ask like.
That's a good detail. I almost forgot to remind you of it. Yes, all of the pentagram stuff is drawn in salt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to roll it to see if it would like do anything different as it got closer, but roll it hard enough that we could see it do something, and then it would roll past, and we can go get it without it being in the circle.
Mage hand.
like, bowl it across.
That's not as fun.
Well, if
That's why it exists. You don't break the magic circle that's holding a
It's-
demon in bay.
Yep.
Dusty, you could probably find out if this actually is a magic circle, like the spell that you used on the very angry dude that now doesn't have a sword,
Oh,
like the actual spell magic circle.
yeah.
Like you could identify. But you gotta touch that.
You can also detect magic. Detect magic doesn't involve touching things.
Correct.
I feel like
It is less information, but safer.
yeah.
I will, at the very least, do Tech Magic Ritual Cast as we're
Did-
trying to figure out what we're going to do here.
Did
Yep.
any of our new dudes say anything about this place?
Any of your new dudes? No.
The spirits.
The Gombi, Unk.
Jin and
And
Koopa's
Jin.
on.
No, they wouldn't have. Nope.
Okay.
They don't seem to know anything about it. So you guys kind of wait around for Dusty's detect magic to finish going off. When it does, you see that I've gone through so many bloody pages that I don't even know where I am anymore.
Abjuration.
Okay. You can see that there is. You can see that the stone in your hand is glowing, meaning that it is magical. You believe that the stone has an aura of enchantment to it.
No, that definitely would make sense. Taming.
You also notice that I don't have to figure it out myself. I know it's written here somewhere. Yeah, you notice that sort of the whole circle itself sort of kind of glows as if it is some kind of large magical ward.
What about the lines?
The lines are just kind of decoration. The lines are also salt, but it seems it seems to be more. The circle itself is kind of the more prominent part of it.
Right.
Like the pentagram itself is just kind of part of the magical ward,
Right. Decoration.
pretty much. That would be all that
What about the
you
sarcophagus itself?
see. The sarcophagus does not appear to be magical. If there's anything magical inside it, you would not be able to detect it through the stone. So it appears to be made out of stone.
That is fine.
I mean, you want me to go in the circle?
If I gave you an Arcana check, could I try to figure out what kind of circle it is? What magical
Sure.
properties it has?
Like
Uh,
warding versus.
I will say between
explosives?
that and your detect magic, you think it is for keeping something out or keeping something in.
So it's a magic
Okay.
circle.
Guys, if you go in there, I'll give you Bardic Inspiration first, just in case. But
I have a spell.
I know, but still. Well, we're gonna have to go in there at some point, so.
Yeah. So I don't want to get possessed by another ghost.
If you go in, actually, if you go in there, take the rock with you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good, although for some reason I wrote good and evil.
Creatures, blah blah. Creatures with a disadvantage on attack rolls. Creatures also going to be charmed, frightened, possessed. Target is blah blah blah. So disadvantage and a bunch of magic shit don't work.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll give him Bardic Inspiration just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, wait. Wait.
Holding.
Take the stone from Dusty.
Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
Give Cal.
Dado realize he doesn't have any buffs.
Huh?
He does
Give-
have a
give
buff.
Dado realize he doesn't have
Well,
any
yeah,
buffs.
I give him this down.
He does have a buff, just not something that would help me right
Yeah.
now. So I would suggest not being in this room, but being in earshot.
Okay.
Not being in
Oh.
this room.
Well, he
What do
knows
you think's
that
gonna
it's-
happen?
Well, if I lift it up and that is explosive, I don't want to explode all of you. Savvy?
We'll go to the next room over and we'll leave the door open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like this is a very small room. Well, it's kind of big, but it's very small when you add in the pentagram.
It's like almost 50 feet across.
Yeah, but it's only
Give or
10
take.
feet between the pentagram and the wall.
Yep.
Okay. So I will step over the salt and see
Yep.
if I get killed.
Yep. So
I did?
Yep, you're dead. So you step into
Just
the
collapse on the ground.
you step into the salt, like
It was keeping
inside
the
the
soul
circle
out,
of
but not
salt.
the body.
Yeah, you
What's
step
that?
in. You step into the circle of salt, and
Yeah,
nothing
I
happens.
Will not disturb the salt.
I assumed. I assumed you weren't just gonna go kicking it. Blah.
Everywhere I go, I scuff my feet. God damn it!
I shuffle into the circle of salt.
I will get up next to the sarcophagus
Yep.
and holding the stone, I'll say, "Open."
Nothing happens.
God damn it! I'll open it.
Shocker, to say the least.
Okay.
I know. I think it would be cooler though.
So, as you kind of put the stone down, and you're kind of just like pushing on this big heavy stone
Well, I
lid.
wouldn't put it down. I'll put it in my bag.
Well, okay, put it down, put it in your bag, whatever.
I don't want to lose sight of that.
I can't imagine you're like, ooh, magic stone, and you're like pushing on the lid of this giant stone like coffin. So yeah, you put the thing in your bag or in your pocket, you start pushing on the lid, and you feel claws rake across your back. As I roll 2 attacks on you with disadvantage. 2? Sorry, 3. First one's gonna miss you. It's like a 15. Second one is going to be. Second one is a bite. You for 24 versus AC.
I wonder what hit.
And even with disadvantage, that is going to be a 26 on the second one.
Oh, good.
Is there something invisible here?
Oh, fuck.
You feel teeth sink into you for...
Is it visible now that it attacks?
No. You feel an invisible presence sink some big gnarly teeth into your neck for 9 points of piercing damage. And then you also at the same time feel like a sword or some kind of large metallic weapon bite into your part of your armor and kind of chew into your shoulder a bit for 12 points of slashing damage. And it's time. Roll initiative!
Good.
Awesome.
Oh, my turn order is kind of...
I have to click on every effing time I want to do anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wish
Oh,
I was
yeah.
awake.
I have really good decks now.
Hey.
Still
Where
left.
the hell are we? There we are.
You're not the real pyro. You got a 17.
I'm assuming you're on this side, Jess, right?
I'm on
Question mark,
like,
question mark, question mark, question mark,
back
question
to you
mark.
guys.
Rolls.
Yeah. So I can make it to you.
14 in initiative order.
Awesome. I'm so glad.
Wacky. So you see Jez kind of just nonchalantly kind of walk in there, and then go up, try some stuff with the sarcophagus. Doesn't seem to do anything. And he puts the stone away in his pocket, and he starts pushing on the big lid, and then all of a sudden you see blood spray out of his neck, and then his shoulder kind of collapse in like he got hit by something big and heavy, and then blood kind of spray out of his shoulder. And you're like, well, this seems
Do
fine.
any of you have fairy fire? Yes, that's
We've been over this.
That would have been helpful in the beholder fight.
I have fairy fire,
Fuck.
potentially.
If you want, artist could just. Oh wait.
Artist can't do
Oh
much.
wait.
Does he have some ice-based fairy fire?
Well,
If
no,
I-
but he had ice-based nuke spells.
Yeah, but they have nuke spells too.
If I just aim near her, I know the attacks will be at disadvantage, but am I even able to try that?
You could kind of blast in that general direction.
Yeah.
Just aim somewhere slightly not me.
Yeah. I could probably aim above you.
Yeah. Chances are it's not 5 feet tall.
Well, yeah, chances are most things are taller than Cass.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have many slots left for Moonbeam, so I'll just try to catch it with an Eldritch Blast.
Moonbeam might also fuck up this.
That's fair.
So you blast twice in Cass's general direction, and you basically plink a couple of shots that just miss Cass's head and just kind of knock some of the little grung figurines off the top of the sarcophagus.
So I don't connect with anything.
Nope.
You
Great.
connect with little bronze figurines.
Good damage too. That'll be all.
Where are the rest of you guys are all standing in the little room, I'm assuming,
you know
right?
what? No, I'll
Yeah,
come
in here.
out and stand here.
Out somewhere outside the circle, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yep. Dusty. You can hear some shit going on in the other room. You don't see any shit going on. You see a whole lot of
Yeah,
nothing.
no.
All your friends are just going crazy.
What else is new?
I think what I could do here.
Could you see invisibility? Be great.
I don't think I can see invisibility.
No, that's a spell.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I need my
Definitely not
D&D
something I would
Magic
have
website.
prepared. Hmm.
Oh, you can also see into the ethereal plane with see invisibility. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Cool. You can see the hags hagging around.
So,
Are you?
okay.
Wait, are you able to target thing or like? How does detect magic work? Is it an area or is it or not detect magic? Dispel magic. Is it an area or is it something you have to see?
It's
let
a
me see.
spell or object. It's not an area.
Spell magic. Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Okay, never mind then.
So if he could see invisibility, he could dispel its invisibility.
Correct.
Fuck.
Or even if he was able to see it in some way.
Yeah. I know. There's all kinds of salt. Let's just throw that on it.
The Wacky had some good shots at
23,
it's back.
21 missed.
yeah. So it's probably not there anymore. So which side was Jess standing on? This side?
Would have
Yeah.
been the closest side of the sarcophagus.
How tall is the ceiling?
12 feet?
12 feet.
12 feet? 12 feet.
Okay.
Does not say otherwise, so it is 12 feet. Hallways are 8 feet tall, rooms are 12 feet tall unless otherwise stated.
Okay.
There's also a weird little crawl space to the north that smells oddly of wine.
Interesting, if true. I think just for now, I'm gonna like peek out of the doorway, and I'm just gonna firebolt like on the wall, or like in the direction of the wall, like this way, like halfway up.
Okay. So you're just basically... So you're shooting basically this way? Like draw me... Yeah, so like you're just pew, down here.
Yeah, just like
Yep.
along as much as I can along this wall as possible. It's probably gonna stop like right here.
Yep. Your firebolt, you see it just stream forward and crash into the wall at the end.
Okay.
It seems to have hit no invisible things.
Wacky, you're right
Probably
here.
is in the circle.
I'm here, like here-ish.
You're there. Okay.
Probably the thing trying to keep in.
I will stay here. Well, I'm just making fucking sure, guy. I will stay inside. Go.
Okay. Pyro.
I'm gonna step over the circle and head towards Jez, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make a swing above his head.
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna get close enough to. I'm not gonna get right up into Jez's grill as though I'm attacking him. I'm gonna get to like where I would estimate a beast of some kind standing, and then make a swing above Jez's head.
Okay. That's not your weapon.
Oh fuck! Right? Yeah.
Fuck.
I was like, oh well, that's impressive. I still have it there.
So you just swing and you just hear whoosh as you swing your staff.
It's got a better plus to hit. Wait, why does that have so much better? Oh yeah, it is plus 2.
Then I'm going to. I'm gonna.
I would get out of the circle if you have the movement to.
I don't believe I do. No. I'll swing over. Whoops. Over here in this direction.
Okay.
Almost hit Callan again.
Yeah, again, you just swing at the air and just whoosh. You just hear your stick just cleaving through the air.
Even Talon rolled a 14, so don't worry about it.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh my. Save that for later. It is going to. So you feel something just wrap. How long is your protection from good and evil last
10 minutes.
for? 10 minutes?
Oh wait, I guess I need to make concentration checks for it.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm just making short concentration.
Protection from
It's concentration.
protection from poison. That's what you're doing, right? Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Bump, 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 bump.
Plus
That's
3.
18. Oh, it was before you were in here anyways. But I need to beat 10 both times.
Well, no, is it half the damage?
It's half the damage
Or 10.
10, whatever's higher.
Yeah.
And you did
Yeah, you're
12
good.
and 8, so.
That is true. Yeah, you're good on both accounts. So you feel a whole flurry of attacks. You feel teeth try to bite into you again, and a couple of sword swings come your way. That is a miss. That might hit you. 22 versus AC?
Yeah.
I can't help with these because I can't see it, by the way, so...
Third attack is going to miss you. You're going to take another 12 points. Roll your concentration check again before we forget. You're good.
I have good con.
And it does it finishes up the rest of its turn and is now your turn.
Just one second, I want to check something on
Wikipedia.
Yes.
What direction was he getting hit by? From?
The way he reacted, it looked like he was getting hit in his back. Actually, no, I guess hit in his front, because he probably would have turned around after getting hit in the back last time.
I just need to check. See if I can actually make a attack.
Actually, you didn't have a turn in between, so no, you would have still been getting hit in the back. And kind of... You see him kind of like recoiling from some blows and then kind of like turning
Does it look
around.
like it's coming from up, or does it look like it's coming from below?
Yeah, you can't tell.
I spit blood at it. See if it sticks on it. No.
You spit blood, and the blood instantly turns invisible.
Yeah, because it's now wearing the blood. But I don't have any.
I would just
easy.
get out of there.
I can get out of there, but I could also. I don't know.
Give me a perception check, Jez.
Oh yeah, I'm good at these.
Great.
So it was only a cursory glance, but you see, you managed to get the sarcophagus partway open before you got attacked, and you were able to glimpse some bones, some kind of a potion, and some kind of an egg.
Okay.
Like the egg, like it seemed kind of like a petrified rock or something like that. It looked.
Can I grab the egg without using an action?
You did not really get the thing. You'd have to try it. You'd also have to like get the sarcophagus the rest of the way. You kind of just cracked it, and then got hit in the back. So you just, as you're turning around, you kind of glimpsed in.
Okay.
Could you mage hand it?
It's not open enough for the egg to leave.
Ah.
I mean, you could use your action to open the sarcophagus the rest of the way. That is totally a thing you could do.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna heal because I don't want to die.
Fat heal.
He gets the
It's
full
all-
anyways.
Yeah, it's always 16. I don't know what to do, guys. Because if I leave, well, if
Don't
I
know what
leave,
to do.
it's just
Get
gonna
out of
attack
the circle.
Burrow.
Pyro could get out of there before. Well,
You're not
Yeah, I
even
guess I
sure
shouldn't be
this
saying
guy
that.
is the real Jafar. I mean, just leave him in there.
I'm gonna tell carefully. I'm gonna tell Jafar, carefully get out of the
You say
circle.
Bafar?
Yeah, that's what I've been calling
Before
this version of him before Joshua.
And I will use disengage,
Yep.
and I will walk my way out of the circle.
Yep. Back the way you came, or are you just basically trying to
Well, there's too many people there. I'll probably
just go
step
north
to
or
the
something like that?
north. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you book it north out of the circle. So Wacky, just back at the top of the order. What do you want to do?
is any of the salt displaced from where it was made, from where Jez was? Because he's avoiding it, but that thing probably isn't. Or I don't know, maybe it is.
I don't actually know if the pentagram part is salt or not.
It's possible if it's warded from it. If that's the thing it's being warded to get stuck in here.
I'm going to say
It might not be able
no,
to affect
unless Jez or there might be a little bit kicked around inside on like the pentagram itself from Jez and Pyro. Some of it's probably scuffed a little bit, but other than that, no. And nobody has done anything to the circle itself.
I just thought of something, but I can't do it because I'm not attuned to it anymore.
What? What did you have?
I have the web dagger,
Oh.
and I'm not fucking attuned to it anymore. That's upsetting. I'll take shots again, sort of in the general area.
Sure.
Probably not gonna catch anything, but better than doing nothing.
Yeah,
You
probably-
just
Yeah.
fire them like off into the air, wait, and they just kind of crash into the wall beyond the sarcophagus.
I'm starting to think you might need a double crit in order to
Yeah,
hit.
that's my turn.
Dusty.
I'm gonna say shoot at like near my feet or near where Jez's feet were.
Don't shoot my feet.
Shoot Jez's
Word.
feet.
Salt. You hit the salt.
Guys, we gotta go to the other room for 10 minutes. And then
I
I might have
will-
something.
I will immediately shoot near Jez's feet, where exactly where Pyro just told me to.
Cap.
Where I'm currently standing.
No, where he was, like
Where
over
you
here.
were.
Cap. So you blast towards Jez's feet, and your firebolt crashes into the sarcophagus, and just fire just kind of splashes off the surface of it.
Okay, so they're not there.
And I just kind of look at Pyro, I was like,
They weren't above.
Who-
They're not below.
what was
but-
that?
Just get out of the circle for
What was
now. We
that?
gotta find a different way to deal with this.
I can point to my neck and say, "This is the size of the bite mark, not small."
It's probably like it's bigger than a human mouth for sure.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but a human-sized mouse still would signify something human-sized.
It's pretty big. It's pretty like a pretty wide-looking bite, some sharp-looking teeth. It's not like the size of a dragon.
Just get out of the circle. Maybe we can talk to it.
I don't think it wants to talk. You didn't even do anything. It just started beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, but
Is it my
Everything
turn now?
Told her and it started beating the shit out of us. Everything just starts beating the shit out of us because it's stuck here. The only thing that actually was decent was the Dow.
Because it's important, Pyro, you didn't really mention how careful you were being about.
Said I would step over the salt.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you to roll a dexterity check, and Jez, I'm gonna get both of you to make dexterity saving throws. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Jez for when he was waylaid by invisible something or other. Basically, more to Wacky's earlier
Rolled
question.
the same thing.
So I'm going to say that no, none of the salt anywhere has been disturbed yet. Whether the pentagram or the circle.
Get the fuck out of the circle.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes, because Dusty shot it where Jez was.
I will disengage if that's a thing I can do without being able to see it, and carefully step over the salt and
Okay.
leave
Okie dokie. Which way are you going?
back the way I came.
Back
that way.
towards the secret door? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am now out of the circle. And then I will. Where is that thing that I can do?
Spontaneously explode into lots of healing.
I will. Oh no, it's an action. Never mind. Did the disengage take my action?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then that's it.
Yep.
I will be standing
In the hallway with.
around here.
Yep. So, Jez, you feel something just kind of bowl into you. Outside the confines of the circle. And you feel teeth and steel come for your flesh again.
Fucking Christ.
That's...
Are you outside of the circle?
He is outside of the
It
circle.
is.
Oh.
Great.
Last time we were in here, we did not have troubles.
Yeah.
That's going to be 25 versus AC on that one. One attack gets through. You feel the bite of a large steel blade against your flesh to the tune of 10 damage. Roll it. Constitution save throw. And you're good.
+3. If
I'm
he's
nowhere
No,
near
he's nowhere near you. Doesn't matter. You had to roll 10.
I have a +6.
That is question mark's turn. Jez.
Can you smack at it? Just like with your hand? Can you? Meh.
Give it a
I
smack.
could smack at it, but at its general direction is more likely. I'm not very good at it. At attacking this thing. I just have a lot of chances.
Neither are we. It's a little bit problematic.
It's hard to hit things that are invisible. That's why you guys
So-
constantly go invisible all the time.
Which way did it come from? Like, straight from the circle?
Straight from the circle right into you.
Okay.
It made a beeline right for you.
Tell it, get the fuck away from me. And I start swinging. 15? No.
So you slash at the air and you manage to connect with something. Oh,
Why can't...
sorry.
I
No,
can't-
no, you don't. I forgot to disadvantage. Yeah, no, you miss.
I was gonna say. But now we know what the AC is. Not 19. What about... a 19? And... I guess I'll use my bonus action to attack.
The 19s actually do hit.
Oh, they must not have been there.
You
Okay.
feel you feel it, your sword bite into something fleshy as you kind of spin around 3 times.
Then the last. Can I trip it? Because I have the general idea where its legs are.
Will that disturb assault?
Sure.
If it's past assault, I don't think it matters. I don't
Yeah.
know what it would be keeping back.
Is it past assault, or is it like just hitting you through the assault, like from?
No, it's past.
Oh.
I'm assuming Jez would have gone far enough to not be
Yeah.
at the edge of the
I would-
circle.
I'd be about where the skull is. At least. So
Where are you
it
standing
is
right now, by the way?
he's, like,
I'm
back
just
by the
put me in
skull.
circle. Yes.
He
Did I call
is
it a
not
circle?
tripped.
I meant the skull.
Not tripped, you say?
Action search.
Sure. I need a thing to keep
Nope.
track of things. Nope.
Is it still invisible?
Yeah.
18 probably doesn't hit, right?
18 does hit.
Okay. I'm gonna try trip again.
Another 8 damage potential.
It's DC 16, by the way. I just haven't updated it.
Oh, then yeah, he definitely saves. Definitely.
And-
You want to add all that up for me? I have to
I will.
scroll and
I've got one more attack.
as a miss.
Probably a miss. So 18 plus.
So you see Cass just holding the scimitar out and just spinning, just spinning like a top, and you can see like bits of blood kind of fleck out once in a while. So it seems whatever Cass is doing seems to be working, kind of
53 total.
using the old 53. Okay. Wacky.
Imagine how awesome that would be if I also had a bonus action haste attack.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. It does. Same thing then. I'm just gonna try to blast in its general direction.
You managed to hit it once as you kind of fire at the spot that Jez is kind of slicing into.
For 7 damage.
That's a 60 damage total on it,
Is it though?
potentially.
This isn't the force? Damn it.
Could be 60 damage. Could be 120 damage.
It is.
It's vulnerable to all damage. Who knows? You can't tell. tough.
vulnerable to slashing.
It's tough to tell a thing that's invisible if it's really weak to what you're hitting it with or not.
It's
Dusty.
vulnerable to slashing damage, but only from non-magical weapons.
I will shoot exactly where Wacky just shot.
All
All
right.
these.
I see that
Keeps it
opening. I'm going to go.
Roll it for me with disadvantage. So give me another roll. As you're shooting at an invisible target.
That's good.
You blast it for a big 5 fire damage.
Awesome.
Whopping 5. Okay, can I ask a favor? My new glasses are ready to go pick up,
Yeah.
and the store closes at 8.
Yeah.
We can't just assume you firebolt every turn until it's dead.
Yeah.
How long would it take you?
The store is very close to me.
Probably about 40 minutes.
No,
Cool.
less than that.
Go
He'll be
for
back.
it.
He'll be back
Okay.
at.
We'll
I
we'll
just
just
realized
turn
that
turn
he
you
does.
into a fire bolting turret until you return.
He'll
Pretty
be back
much.
at
Okay.
10:42.
Just
10:45.
text me if you need me to do something interesting.
Okay.
If we were on Discord, I could just get on Discord.
We're
on my phone.
Discord.
There is a TeamSpeak app for the phone.
Yeah, but
Just you.
It's like, yeah, but it's only the same thing.
is it free?
No, it's not.
No.
Probably not.
Okay, well that's
I'm surprised you never bought it. Even I
No,
bought
I
it.
never
way-
need to bought it.
Need
I
to
never
buy.
need to bought it.
Never need.
Do
I
you
didn't
not
need.
get
I didn't
Google
need to
Opinion
bought it,
rewards?
but I buy
You
it.
get free money.
Yeah.
That's how I
Google
bought it.
opinion.
Oh.
Okay, just firebolt.
Okay.
If you need to do something crazy, you have my permission to do like lightning bolt or fireball or something like that.
Okay.
Let's have
And if
Dado
shit
walk
goes
into the
really
circle.
insane, then you can burn the level 5.
I don't even know what you have for spells.
I just really just text me, DM me, and
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll be back as soon as possible.
Alright,
Have fun.
do it.
He can't hear us anymore. Let's just kill Dusty now.
Everybody disparage him.
He uses level 5 slot on himself.
Dusty runs up to the invisible something or other and
Dusty
snaps
puts on
his
pants.
staff over his knee to try and eradicate it.
Oh no.
Salt
Oh, if only he
flies
had
everywhere.
banish. Oh wait, banish you need to see.
Anyways,
just
Dusty fired a firebolt. Pyro, it is your turn.
I will run over to where all these things are being hit,
Yep.
and I'll try to hit whatever they're hitting.
Sure. You just start swinging at the air in front of Jez.
That's almost a crit.
Almost a crit. You managed to make contact with something. You feel your staff swing into something, and then you try to
Awesome.
swing again, and you completely miss.
It's not there.
You crack it, and it's like, it's right here! And you go to, like, stab the fist into it, and, like, nothing. It just goes right through, and it's like, oh.
I'll have positioned myself in a manner that the spellcasters can still, like, hit it.
Yep. Well, they can move. They cannot be lazy.
I want to be
This
flanking it with
this thing-
cast.
That would put you in on the circle or whatever.
Would it? Then never mind.
I wish it listened to me and just went away. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, have you asked it to go away?
I did, and then I hit it with 4 attacks. For some reason, things don't listen to you.
Oh. So, first of all, this happens. Then, more relentless attacks on Jez.
Remember that?
It rolls with disadvantage on you, and you roll with disadvantage on it. This is gonna last forever. That's a miss. That's a crit, but unfortunately it's a miss. That might hit you. 21 versus AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have, but Ejin is gone.
It wouldn't if I could fucking help you.
Yeah.
Well, then make it visible. Use Fairy Fire. 10 damage again.
Oh shit.
Yes, 10.
I'm so
What?
distraught about
Yes,
this
yes,
web
10.
dagger.
It's 10.
There's my con save.
You're good.
Yeah, I know.
You good is also your turn.
Any spells in this situation? Can't hex it. Can't protection from good and evil. Unfamiliar. Jump.
Well, you
I'll
can
be
protection from good and evil because you've already done that.
I mean, I could do it again, but I could silence it, but I can't see.
It's silence it, but I don't think it's the spell casting variety.
I have a thing. Yeah, he doesn't seem too inclined to spell. I have a thing. I'm just checking something, just in case I copied it wrong. I did not. I'm gonna cast a spell as my action.
Yep.
Mirror image.
Blah, 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 blah. Makes you harder to hit, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're really gonna get destroyed pretty quickly.
Yep. Wacky.
Okay. I'm gonna heal Jez. It's just gonna be a first level. I'm running low on the spell slots. So that's 8 plus 5.
Here's your warlock spot.
Yep,
Slot.
I'm using that.
Bum, 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 bum. Dusty is going
That's
to...
13.
Dusty is going to attempt to hit whatever this thing is with a firebolt, and he's going to succeed.
I am very blurry. I'm probably doubly blurry to this dude.
Wow. Dusty rolls like a 15 fire damage. That's
These roll
good.
much better
That's
when
a
it's
Yeah.
so much better when it's like with real dice. That and that. Oh no, I broke my pencil. There we go.
I could roll real dice, but it might like that wasn't dice. That was tough.
Yeah, I assume as much. Pyro.
I got that classic.
Dusty turns
dice
so
roll.
quick
Not
when
here. He
Where's
probably
that?
just smacks it.
Did he go for some ice cream too?
he didn't go for ice cream. He went. No, you mean did Pyro go to get his new glasses too? Pyro's gonna come back with new glasses as well.
I was lying on the spot.
Oh,
there
there
he
he
is.
is. It's your turn, Pyro.
You did.
Your
Okie dokie. Am I still standing in front of it?
It
You
hasn't
think? You
moved.
think so?
You haven't moved.
Okay.
So you swing at the air and miss. You swing at the air and
Ow.
almost hit Jez. But luckily, Jez is just this blur. You think you hit him, but it just kind of passes through this weird illusion that looks like Jez.
That wouldn't even hit my illusion.
No, I know, but it just kind of is like, it's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
it's fine.
Oh, it's fine. This thing.
Have I even hit it? I haven't hit
Nope.
it once, right?
You hit it once.
Not this turn.
Oh yeah, you hit it
This-
once.
Yeah, you didn't hit it at all that turn.
So
Jez is the skull.
Yeah, so the way mirror image works, you're gonna target me 3 times, I'm assuming, with attacks, and I roll a d20 for each time, and that determines if I make a hit a clone or me.
Or it's going to hit you and all your clones as a gigantic ball of fire explodes behind you and just incinerates you and everything beside you. And it basically, you feel the wave of fire go like basically right up to the edge of you. So
My clones can only be destroyed by an attack that hits it.
okay, so they just dodge like fire.
Yeah, just like me.
That's so weird. Anyways,
Dexterity saving throw.
yeah, dexterity saving throw.
+3.
So 17. It's actually 20 because of my shield. And I'll
23
use
because +3.
and I'll use my reaction to
The only +3 I have
interpose
left.
my shield and the fire.
Yep. It basically works as evasion, doesn't it?
Yeah, except I don't get the half if I
Error.
fail.
Remember what I said about this thing not being the spellcasting type?
That wasn't a spell. I
Seemed
think
kind
it breathed fire. Didn't
Well,
it? Or
It came from behind.
No,
you.
it was like this gigantic ball of fire that engulfed the entire corner of the room.
Maybe
Yeah, but-
something like a fireball.
did I
Yeah.
hear it say
It-
words?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Okay. Yeah, it's a caster.
Great.
You
What
heard
language was
it.
speaking?
You heard it speak a language that you do not recognize.
Nope. Unless it's from a different plane, like
Oh, it is your
Primordial.
turn.
or undercommon. But no, I did not hear it.
But it is now your turn.
If I had taken
What?
Yoho's blessing, I could have understood it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who's Joho?
My monkey doll.
Oh, yeah. I could have understand it too if I would have cast comprehend languages, but I don't have that spell.
So go ahead, use your turn to cast comprehend languages. It's your
I don't.
turn.
I also don't have any spell slots. I only have 2.
Okay, then use your spell
That's
slots
a
to
nat one.
cast attack.
And
That is a miss.
Nice.
that's
2 in a
another
row.
Nice.
Can we make it 3?
It was almost a crit.
Well, you did hit it this time though.
Yeah. And
Oh,
You know
it had its turn, so I gotta do that.
I forgot that when I cast Mirror Image, I still could have used my bonus action to attack. And the fourth attack is another hit.
Better.
That is definitely a hit.
So that'll be 21 damage.
Yep, you guys may or may not be making any headway whatsoever.
It
It
may
is-
already be dead.
It could be. You'll have to wait. You have to wait until it's turn to find out. Wacky, it's your turn. It could still be alive. It could be dead. Who knows?
Is he looking okay now?
It could be healthier than it has ever been in its entire life.
Yeah, I can take a couple turns.
Okay. And try this again.
Pew pew. One of them seems to splash into some
Good one.
part of it. For 8 damage.
Yeah, for all that damage that I do.
All that damage.
On the bright side, it's better that I have this than just having Vicious Mockery.
It's just mockery to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you need to see? I guess
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
wait.
It's
It
a
might
saving
be-
throw, it isn't an attack roll.
you may not
Yeah, but
have
it might-
to,
It might be see or hear. Let me see.
because it needs to hear you.
No, target you can see in range.
Oh, okay. Because
Feels
if
bad.
the target can hear you, though, it need not understand you.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking.
Other socks, cocks in hell.
Firebolt. Wow, I rolled 2 2s on a pair of d20s, so that is a miss. Good job, Dusty. Pyro. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Invisible things are fun. Invisible thing. Just
We didn't get an invisible fight last time.
Yeah, invisible thing. Obsessed with trying to destroy Jez. Makes an attack roll on Jez.
Okay.
That'll hit.
I need to roll d20s. I don't have dice up. One second. So, for the first attack, I can't remember.
You
my
have plus
spell.
6.
That doesn't count.
What are you rolling then?
Mirror image stuff.
Oh,
Each time a creature targets your attack during duration, roll d20 to determine.
You must roll
You
a
must
6
roll
or
a
higher.
6 or higher. So that one hits me, or well,
Yeah,
is
that was
aimed at me.
That's a 23 versus AC.
That's gonna hit. That's a 4, so that one's also gonna be aimed at me, and
So 12
Nine.
damage, a miss, and a 24. So one of your
Yeah, the
clones
last
is
one is-
destroyed.
yeah. So now I need to roll an 8 or higher. This is a weird spell. 12 damage. He's slowly chipping at me, but I'm chipping more.
I also
I save
roll.
it.
Oh, so well, the one attack that got through is a 12 damage, and con saving throw.
Oh yeah.
10 or better. You still feel safe from good and evil things.
What?
Wanna try getting rid of the rock? Maybe it's targeting you so heavily because you have it.
Yeah, but it's better at target me than all of you.
Yes. But,
I am
I don't know.
the pinnacle of not being hit as many times. don't
Yep, that's a hit. Oh, that was its turn. I keep forgetting
That was
to
a
do
miss.
this. Yep.
What? Wait. Are you doing something extra?
No, that's already, it's done. It's already taken care of.
Okay.
Just a little paperwork, little behind the scenes paperwork.
That's gonna be 3 hits, total 31 damage.
You continue to chip away at this thing, whatever it is. It seems awfully hardy. Amount that you've thrown into it. Wacky.
Same thing. My tears. That's still
One.
good damage though.
One of them I have a gigantic mouse pad now. You can't take the whole thing. Stupid cat. Dusty.
Wait, Jez, you still have Bardic Inspiration. You could use that on some of your attacks.
Oh yeah, I could.
Dusty rolls a 4.
It lasts just as long as this protection, so I'm good.
So Dusty shoots Firebolt. Nothing happens. Pyro. A swing and a hit, and then a swing and a miss. You smack into it for 11 bludgeoning damage.
How many charges do you still have?
On the hit, I'm gonna use that charge. I thought that one was missing, so I rolled again before I said it. Will you give me that?
Sure.
I'll use
But
one.
you can only use the charges up on a successful hit anyways.
Mhm.
It works basically like Divine Smite in that way.
I will use 2 charges. That's 2d6.
Yep.
2d6.
An extra 7 damage.
Potentially.
Let's see.
Is it hurt? Is it dying? Who knows? It's
How many
invisible.
Find out
legs
next
does it have
time on
left?
D&D.
Yeah, this is the
Who
whole session.
knows?
1d6 plus 4.
So, subscribe now to see monster health values as a subscriber perk.
Subscribe on D&D.
No, don't actually do that because I don't want to put that kind of work into it. That's Pyro's turn. On this thing's turn, it starts by doing something, and then it is going to it's going to attack you a bunch of times, Jez.
That one's gonna hit me
23
Big
versus
phone.
AC.
and hit a clone.
21 versus AC and a miss. So
What's the miss? The last miss? Because my clones only have dex of 14.
the last miss is like 16? 16.
Okay, so there goes all of my clones, I think, or did I
Yeah.
do it 4?
I don't know. But you hit. Oh, I'll roll for your hit. The one. Oh, hit you good this time. 15 damage. Still not enough to make you roll higher on that con saving throw.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of damage in order to. But that was
Well,
a lot
I-
of health. And it's
Plus
Damn it.
3.
Damn it!
still there.
Curses! Ches,
No.
it's your turn.
Protections.
You might as well be invisible too. Everybody's invisible.
Literally the same.
Like, why don't we just agree that everybody gets to hit normally and speed the whole thing up?
It would. Okay.
That seems very
wouldn't make
unfair
much of
for
a
the
difference
monster,
for me.
though.
What?
It wouldn't make much of a difference for me, and he said it wouldn't be.
So
fair
it,
for the
wouldn't be
monster.
very fair for the monster. If all of a sudden, like, everybody just
Everyone
hits
hits.
normal.
Yeah.
It has a distinct 4-to-1 disadvantage.
I wish the Star Fallen was also a Lantern of Revealing. That would be great. Remember that item?
When we level up, I'm taking Fairy Fire. I'm so fucking
you
tired
have
of
to
this
kill
shit.
this thing first. Jez, make
Yeah.
attacks. That's a miss.
You could do the thing.
What's the thing?
The fucking Bardic Inspiration thing.
Oh, yeah. That one was close. I wouldn't have wasted on that one. This one.
Second one was a hit. Third one is also a hit. So with your last one, you hear sort of a croaked scream of agony from whatever you seem to be slashing into, and you feel something
Visible
collapse.
frog.
You feel something collapse at your feet.
Does it
And
become visible?
sure, a large gray-looking frog just kind of
We've
collapses.
seen these before.
Did we?
Barovia. In the Amber Temple, there was a slot.
That was a
beat-
black one.
It beat the shit out of me.
So, a gray-looking slod with a great sword just kind of collapses to the ground
It's
at
the same
Jez's
one.
feet.
It's the same one.
I'm
Not happy about this.
gonna pick up that great sword.
Yep. Sure, just
Regular
seems like a
great sword.
it just seems like a shitty old regular greatsword.
Shitty. Red.
I mean,
don't know.
it is perfectly usable. There doesn't seem to be anything remarkable about it.
Yeah.
But it is perfectly salvageable as a regular greatsword.
I will hold on to it.
Okay. It does not seem to have anything else on it.
Okay. I'll go back to the
Do you want to heal
sarcophagus.
first?
Well, you can heal me as I'm doing this.
I'll throw.
So I'm not gonna do anything right now. Until we
Jez, give
get it.
me an
Throw cure wounds his way.
Jez, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I might actually be proficient in that. I don't know.
Ooh.
Whatever that ends up
I
being
am
for you
not.
guys.
I still rolled a 12.
It's not really what I'm looking for. Oh, why am I rolling 2 dice? Dusty's
you
gonna
want us to
make
stay out?
Dusty's gonna make an Arcana check.
Was
Dusty
that
is able to tell you that he thinks that the stone, the weird gray stone that you're hanging onto, is some kind of control gem for controlling the slod, and that's probably why Withers had it.
Well, good news, it didn't work. Because when I
Yeah.
told it to go away, it stayed.
Yeah, but you weren't like holding a... When you told it to go away, you'd already put it away in a pocket and like had weapons out. You weren't holding on to the... You weren't holding on to the stone,
Okay, fill me
giving
in, what
commands.
We killed it.
Killed it.
We
Killed
literally just
killed
solved
it. Killed it. It was a
By the
gray.
way-
It was a gray slod that could have been controlled by the stone in Jez's possession.
Anyone else remember what time I said Dada will be back?
No.
10:45.
Well,
You
it
said
clearly
42,
says
I said
7:45 on
10:42,
my
10:45.
screen. So
When I corrected myself.
I would have
it
been
was-
done sooner, but they had to adjust it. My glasses, because apparently, it's my ears are not aligned with my head. Another thing to be self-conscious about.
well, you can
They
probably
did
get that.
that
You can probably get that
so your
fixed.
glasses would fit.
You can probably go to an ear alignment guy.
Jeds, do you still want us to stay out while we're doing this?
Maybe there's another one.
There's one inside and one outside. It was actually two.
Yeah,
Is this
that
like a- is
that
this
was
just
the
like a
secret.
Russian nesting doll?
No, I meant like there's
No,
one
I know.
inside that can't get out and one that was outside that can't get in.
That would
And
be
they were-
really clever. I like
They
that
were
idea.
lovers, and they just
They
could
were-
never reach each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
You
was.
want me to-
It was a husband and wife slod. Just all they
were
wanted was to
visiting
be
day.
together.
It was visiting day in the jail.
They
In the tomb?
Well, this
they
is kind of like a jail.
all they
Yeah,
wanted
sure,
was
go
someone
on
to
then.
come and disturb the salt and break the
I want to
spell.
see where was the salt disturbed before I go back in.
Nowhere.
Cool.
I will say, as part of Dusty's random Arcana check, that you believe that perhaps passing into the circle was enough to disturb the ward and free the creature from its imprisonment.
Fucking creatures. I gotta
I'm
kill
just gonna,
Withers.
I'm just gonna fucking go with you.
Can we kill Withers? I want to kill Withers.
We're on the floor. We
Not
can
right
find
now.
him.
Listen.
I have 12 health. Let's
Yeah,
go kill Withers.
listen.
I
I have
gave
no
you
spell
a cure
slots.
wounds, guys. That was yours.
Oh, I didn't.
Right above your
Whatever
Arcana
it
check.
ends up being
Plus
for
2.
you.
Yeah, I know. I just need
So,
to look at the.
You push open the sarcophagus at some point. Inside, you find a potion. You see what looks like a petrified egg, like kind of like a almost amphibian-like egg, petrified. And you also see some bones, some frog-like bones kicking around in there.
Yeah, some grung bones.
Yep.
Anyone want to be possessed by Nang Nang?
I'm good.
I could do it if you want to take the whatever the hell that thing is.
What does the egg look like? Can we?
Looks like an egg.
Looks like
like
a
an egg.
petrified egg.
Like a little egg-shaped egg.
Yeah, it looks like a little egg, but it's petrified.
Do you want
Right.
me to do it?
No, if I'll do it.
I'm gonna say,
Actually, if your
Since you
thing's
don't-
still up,
You don't
Yes.
have. Yeah, I know, but just in case someone wanted to actually have it before it gets passed off, because whoever I pass this to, which would be more likely Dusty to identify what it actually does, they're the one that's going to be possessed by it. So,
But I could do it because I think that Jafar should get Ijin. And if if Ijin doesn't get kicked out, awesome. If she does, then Jafar could have her.
okay,
Dusty still needs to identify whatever the egg is, anyways.
I'm gonna watch you
No,
if she
I
like
know,
starts
but-
stealing stuff.
I know, but if I'm possessed by it, you can touch it without worrying. So I guess I'll pick it
Yeah,
up.
Dusty's probably looking. I ain't touching that shit. I like being strong.
I'm not touching anything.
It's like, can we
That's
Alright.
for sale.
can we put a handkerchief around it?
I will pick up egg.
Okie dokie. You feel something try to pull at your mind and make some room. Roll any dice. If it's odd, Ijin stays. If it's even, this new creature, probably Nang Nang.
Wasn't
Ijin
there a-
stays, and
Wasn't there a saving throw? The
that's
first time?
it is, but that's only like if you don't have something already living in there, and basically if
Oh.
you're trying to resist it, because you can just forego the saving throw. Like, come on in.
So yeah, Dusty would not want Nang Nang, and it'd be better for you
Nang
to
Nang
have an
is
ability,
repelled.
whatever it might be. Besides, we have other.
Jafar,
spirits that
Jafar,
you
you
can
have no
still-
idea what's going on. Like, all these people are just like
Well, that
trying
was
to
part
get
of-
possessed by
part of
ghosts.
That
I
was
would've
part of the
explained it to
spiel.
him.
Yeah,
On the way
Khan
up.
explained it on the way up. Still confused as fuck, but
I mean, it still
Yeah.
still seems pretty sketch.
So, I will say,
you all belong in the madhouse. Is what
I will
Jafar thinks
say-
right now.
yeah, you're touching toys that give you abilities.
They're my friends, okay? Don't you diss on them. Okay, I trust you guys.
Let's. Wait,
They're
okay.
exactly the same of
Take
spirit.
the potion. I'll take it. Whatever.
Of course you will.
Well,
And then
Dusty
I'll
could identify
and then I
it
will
as
hand
well.
it to Dusty once we get up.
So the potion looks like.
Potion of haste.
So the potion looks like a.
Potion of water breathing.
No, I'm trying to describe it, but I don't actually remember what they look like. It looks like a healing potion of some. It looks like a red liquid glimmering inside of it.
Let's go to the Dow room. Maybe take a rest or something. Dusty could identify this, and I'll attune to the rock.
Yeah, but it's still got a
The
thing.
What rock?
And
Egg.
is somebody taking?
Well, Dusty can't attune. Dusty can't identify without touching it. and-
Yeah, he also doesn't want
Yeah.
to.
No,
yeah,
no. I mean, I'm gonna tune to the egg. Everything else is required to tune, so I could at least try. And he could identify the potion.
Yeah, I guess so. He identified it as healing.
Well, a cursory
Well, it
glance
looks
at it
like
looks
it.
like it is. It looks like a fancy
he did
healing
an
potion.
Arcana check for the potion. Is that not what the Arcana check was?
Well, you can taste. You can try and take a little taste of it if you want to. Just kind of like looking at it, swirling it around. It looks like a fancy healing potion. If you want to try and taste a little bit of it, you can see if that is
does it
legit.
work for potions?
I don't. That's a good question.
I mean, technically, you're touching the outside, so I don't know.
It touched the liquid
That's
a
not the
little
part
bit.
I was thinking. I was thinking more of the part is magic item or magic imbued object, but I guess technically they are magic imbued, kind of.
Count as magic items, just not
Yeah.
Yeah.
rare.
I would say yes, he could probably use an identify spell to figure
Yeah,
out
you
what
have
the
to, like-
potion is.
He would have to dip his finger in it.
Okay, let's try to rest up in this Dow room.
Like-
I don't want you to
Hmm.
Drink it appear to be a potion of healing, and it be a potion
Well,
of
I also don't want to
unhealing.
burn identify on that.
Well, that's
Ritual
why.
cast.
That's why
Ritual.
I want to try to short rest.
Oh, identify is level 1, isn't it?
No, level
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
But you can
What?
identify. You can ritual cast while you're doing your short rest.
Okay. For some reason, I think I keep confusing dispel magic with that. Okay.
Well, identify
Yeah,
and
we can-
dispel are both level 3. Detect is a
No,
level
identify
1.
is level 1.
Identify
Technically
is?
one, dispel is
Oh
level
yes,
1.
no, I'm sorry. Identify is. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of spell magic. It's the only other.
Probably. I don't know. All I know is it took me way too long to get my mouse to like continue circling all the pretty colors like it did yesterday when I bought it.
Okay, I
don't know anything
can't
anymore.
ritual cast it.
Good bot of track move. Track now.
So I will
Trackball.
ritual cast while we are taking a short rest.
I will attune to the egg.
I guess I will use a
Or
healing
attempt to.
die.
I don't think I've taken any damage.
Can
so-
attune to the egg. The egg appears to be It has the same properties of a pearl of power. If you speak the pearl's command word, you can regain an expended spell slot of up to 3rd level. And once you've used this pearl/egg, it cannot be used again until the next dawn.
Hey, magic bullshit.
That's pretty neat.
That's very useful right now.
Wacky, will I get a D8?
Yeah.
Identify on the potion. Dado, you're able to tell that despite the potion looking like a potion of supreme healing, it actually seems to be a potion of poison.
That's not a potion at all.
I mean, it is. It's just not a very
Sure,
good one.
it's an anti-potion. It's like those
I've got
purple
potions like that
one-ups
in my
from
bag.
the Lost levels. Yeah, potion of poison looks, smells, and tastes like a potion of healing or other beneficial potion.
Like,
You know what? Here, there's our argument right there. An identify spell reveals its true nature. Anything that drinks it takes 3d6 poison damage and Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. If you are poisoned by the thing, you take 3d6 poison damage at the end of every turn. And you can repeat your saving throw. You're poisoned for a while. You take a boatload of poison damage, basically. It's poison. It's nasty, nasty poison. And that is it.
All right. Well, that's not helpful at all.
You probably don't want to drink that.
Give it to me.
No,
I've
no,
got
I don't.
hazardous materials.
If you drank it and then got poisoned by it, perhaps Nang Nang would shout at you, "It was just a prank, bro."
I have a-
get my
You
slot
got,
back.
you got pranked.
I have a pocket of hazardous materials, so I can take it. Okay, I'll steal it. 'Cause no one else is talking.
Yep. Short rest is over. You are undisturbed. What do you want to do now? In this session of technically 0 progress, because you went up instead of going down.
There, potion of horrible, horrible poison.
I'm going to take an actual short rest. Should I?
Guess
Gonna be
we're
a
just
while.
gonna go to the stairs.
Let's go to the stairs.
Yeah.
Was this wasn't our first short rest of the day, right?
No,
No.
Okay.
this is
We
our
took-
3rd, I believe.
We took a short rest in the tomb with Unk.
Yeah.
We also
okay.
short rested just after the gargoyles.
Yeah.
That's
No, so
because
I'm
it
just making
almost
sure-
fucking killed us all.
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure
At
because I
the start
can't
of
do
our
my get my spell slots back thing until
I
until
think
long rest.
I think you might have done that, yeah. After the gargoyles.
Yeah.
No, I know I did. I'm just making sure. I'm just double
Okay.
checking.
We'll get a long rest someday.
I
And
don't know,
maybe
man.
we'll level up.
We're going into the 5th floor with like little.
Yeah.
Dado and I are.
How long in the day has it been? Is it long enough that we should have just long rested?
No. I would say it's probably like afternoon at this point.
Gonna make it to supper, and then we rest.
Because you guys immediately went down and got attacked by the gargoyles. Let's go to that map.
Immediately got teleported through some bullshit.
Immediately lost our friend.
Yeah, and then we immediately then went.
You went
Transform
there,
bats
and
into
there,
snake.
and there.
Yeah, we've lost probably about 4 hours due to short rest and transformation into animals.
Well, short rest for only a half an hour, remember?
Oh yeah, you
I've
made it
shortened
more.
them for this campaign because 1 hour seems a little much. 1 hour seems like a lot longer or a lot higher chance that you would be discovered by something while you're short resting. Yeah. It's not been half a day. It's been probably longer than half a day, but yeah, no, it's definitely not sleepy
Alright,
time
well.
quite yet.
We could at least
Okay.
look at the 5th floor then, and hopefully get a rest in sometime before we finish it.
Are you still continuing with your plan to go to the
Yep.
stairwell?
Yeah.
Yep.
If we see withers, where the fuck is they?
Yep. So, you end up at the scrying pool. You guys want to stop and take a look?
No.
I'm not even looking at it.
You open the secret door, and you end up in the area outside Withers' office. Both doors are closed. There is the set of stairs going down. So if you're looking for Withers, he's probably in there.
Yeah, I want to kill him so bad.
Oh, I know you do. Let's just keep going.
I think we should kill him.
Maybe on our way out or something.
You have to remember right now, my flaw is I will never show mercy to evildoers.
That is fair.
I want to kill him. And also my character wants to kill him.
Okay.
So I want to...
Actually, the
Very
funny
cool.
thing is, if the plan is to go down the stairs, I'd probably be all for killing Withers, because it deviates from the plan.
Well, I'm deviating from the plan right now.
So
I'm gonna-
it basically would have been like, it's like, all right, we're going down the stairs. And then Jez would have got to, like, looked at Withers' office. I'm going to go kill Withers. And started walking towards the door. He's like, that sounds fun. And then Charon would have just, like,
Yeah.
fallen
behind.
So I want to very quietly walk up to the door.
Dado would have perked up at the word kill and just started cracking knuckles. Like, cracking knuckles so loud it sounds like bone shattering.
Quietly walking up to the door.
Okay.
And I want to listen to see if I hear rustling papers bark.
You hear the barking of a dog. You don't hear the barking of a dog, but you hear the barking of a bird every once in a while.
I don't have good...
You hear, like, the occasional, like, "Rah!"
I killed the bird.
Did you kill the bird?
I did kill the bird.
I thought I remember the bird being alive. Okay, then you don't hear that. You hear the memories of a bird.
This is what a bird would sound like
You
if
hear-
it was here.
You hear, like, the sad lament of a dead pet.
Charon's
was
peering
already
down the
dead. It
hall,
was an
waiting for
undead
something to happen. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use the Pearl of Power to get one of my 3rd level spell slots back
Okay.
now.
That works. And you have a 3rd level spell slot back. And it is now dead until dawn. Dead till dawn. Now what? What do? You've gone up. You don't hear anything beyond the door.
This is Jez's plan. He's in front of the door right now, but he's not here.
Alright, I'm bones.
That's not the bird.
I have a very needy dog. Okay. Yeah.
That's not the bird.
So I know that his seat faces this door, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna lean over. Who's still back here with me by the stairs?
I'm not
Everybody,
by the
basically.
stairs, but I'm at the end of the hall. I'm where the
Uh-huh.
star is, basically.
Yep.
I'm gonna lean over to Dusty then. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh yeah, because you don't know about Withers. You don't
What
know
about
this, but Withers technically killed you.
Something about a bird.
Birds are stupid.
Dusty, you do remember that you made Like the guy that the caretaker of this place. You and him like got along really well. You were good friends.
Yeah.
And until he attacked
Until he
us.
tried to kill everybody, but he
Yeah,
felt
he was
really
kind of a
bad
dick.
about killing you. Like he seemed genuinely heartbroken to have to kill you. Your friends didn't care.
I'm gonna.
He's like, I'm sorry, man. It's doing
I
my
know.
job.
I know he's undead, so this is. I'm gonna make Epic mad at me again.
We gonna cast protection from evil and good again?
Yeah.
Technically, it would. Oh no, because you short rested. So no, yeah, it would have
I'm a
worked off.
warlock. I'm a warlock. Oh yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes.
Was it? For some reason, I thought it was an hour. I'm confusing it with a
Yeah,
different spell again. Too many
So-
spells. Too many
Yeah.
spells.
I cast that. I open up the door.
Yep. You open up the door, and Withers does not appear to be there.
Motherfucker.
Give me an Arcana check. You feel a strange, not presence, but you feel like a strange.
I don't know shit.
You feel like you've set something off, but you're not sure what.
An alarm.
Possibly. You don't hear anything, but you feel like you tripped something. You just get this feeling in the pit of your stomach like you stepped on like a trap or something like that, but clearly like you haven't, and there's like nothing there. But you just have
Yeah.
that feeling of dread, like, uh-oh, I did something.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Karn's like standing behind her with his head peeking into the doorway, like, "Aw, okay, I guess we gotta go now."
We go downstairs.
Can I do well, no, only if never mind.
Yeah, I'd say you're a bit too far back, and then by the
Well,
like if
just
you were
if Jez asked me to do something.
he
but-
could describe it to you, and you might
Yeah.
be able to piece together kind of
yeah,
what
I'd
happened.
probably say, you know what it feels like when you trip an alarm? Like,
Dusty, give me an Arcana check. Dusty, yeah, you kind of describe, and Dusty is able to tell you, yeah, it feels kind of like the alarm spell or something similar.
yeah. He knows we're here, but he's probably not going to come here. He's probably going to send things, so we should just go downstairs.
Okay.
Who's
Let's go
Withers?
Don't worry about it. It's a guy that ain't here right now.
Pyro asks, and then Karan just starts again, just non-stop chatter.
Hold on. I was gonna drag
The
you.
moment any of you mention that he works for Sararak,
So
Bar's gonna be like, motherfucker, let's kill him.
There were a
pretty
bunch
much
of hands. I incinerated all of them.
Almost everything that is in here works for Sararak, so feel free to kill
you
everything.
guys, I don't remember how far. I don't think you've been down this stairwell past
No,
the third
we-
floor.
We went down to
The-
with the golem.
Yeah.
Or not the golem, the thing, and then we didn't go. We left that room.
Yep.
We left and explored that floor, so we
Okay.
didn't go to the fourth floor version.
So you guys
You can
continue
stop on the
down.
fourth floor and see
Yeah.
where
So
it
you
opens.
guys end up. You go down past the third floor, past where the golem was that was operating the lever that you just viciously murdered for no reason. Poor thing, just doing its job. You continue down to the fourth floor, what you imagine to be the fourth floor, and you are greeted with a hallway that seems to just end on a stone wall after about 20 feet.
I bet there's a
This
secret
looks
door
like a
back there.
job for me. And
And I'm gonna
start
get
to walk
there
forward.
before Dusty does. Because I don't know he's a secret door finder.
So
also
you
can't,
seem
like-
confused that he's walking so like purposefully towards this just stone wall. You're like, I don't get it. It's a stone wall.
Look, you
And
can even see through the door in this one.
Yeah, that's
I-
weird.
First,
Why is that?
First, I'm going
That's
to
weird. Must be the way I drew it.
I'm going to stealthily do a perception check
You're gonna make it seem
on,
like you're not looking.
on this door right here to see, or this section to see if it's a door.
Okay. Do you like stealthily from your friends? Or
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you meant quietly, or you're just trying
No,
to.
like Yeah,
You're like looking out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
kind of like looking at the walls beside you, just like nonchalant, and you kind of like reach out a hand when like nobody's kind of looking, and kind of feel like one of the seams, and you're like, yeah, that's the door. There's a
Dusty's
door
like
right
looking
here.
all over the place, and Karan pushes past both of them and just pushes on the wall.
Could be trapped.
Yeah, so like
You're all
Dusty, you're
incinerated.
like you feel the seam of the door. You're like, yeah, that's a door. There's a door right there, just like I. And then Wacky just comes barreling through all of you and just like slams the thing open. It's so rude.
I
And
say,
I'm like, oh, hey, there was a secret door.
welcome. Everybody, I found it. Here it is.
I give you a shirt that says WINNER.
so you push open
Oh,
the secret
great.
passage, and it leads into the throne room, where, you know,
Oh no. The zombies have probably painted Jafar's death by this point.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Drawings.
oh yes, you see, there's one painting in particular that seems pretty fresh. One of them's kind of finishing it up, and you see what looks like kind of crude representations of three of you, kind of like flat, like almost like done up like Egyptian hieroglyphs with like your arms kind of like this, and then like these two wheels, and just red paint flying out of the wheels.
Okay, let's go now.
I want to be like, hey.
You also-
there's
No,
You-
no, we're going now.
there's
You also
Karan.
see a depiction of what looks like a big pile of bodies, and what looks like this green-faced demon swallowing. It kind of looks like Artis, maybe, but it looks like he's being like swallowed alive by this weird green demon head. And then you see Cass kind of like on the other side of the body is kind of like sort of recoiling in terror.
Flash at Demon Head.
Let's go. I regret this.
I feel like there might be cool things in here.
wait, that was a
We
painting,
checked.
right?
Yep,
Yeah,
those are all
they're-
paintings.
they're
There are the
painting what
three.
we've done
Yeah, there are
here.
three.
Or what's been done to us here.
Yeah, there are three zombies in here with their eyes and mouths sewn shut, that are just basically walking around painting murals on this throne room.
Good.
And they seem to be
How
just
good are the paintings.
They're pretty good. They're not perfect, but you can definitely tell what they are and like what they're supposed to
For
represent.
blind,
Right.
they're doing really good.
Yeah.
As in for blind mute zombies, I mean it's gruesome.
I don't
but
think.
it's
don't think we
also
need to talk.
beautiful.
Have you guys explained the puzzles to me, like the riddles, the warnings, rather?
I don't give
Um,
a
The
TNG.
warnings.
Yeah, we kind of went over
Plaques,
everything
yeah.
that we know. That there's these warnings by Sarek.
And I'll be like, well, the warning in this room, or like this floor, one of them is find the Iron Scepter's twin. That looks like an Iron Scepter over there.
There does look
Yeah.
like there's an iron scepter sitting on the throne.
We have not found its twin.
Have you checked the rest of this floor?
Pretty
We've
I
much.
been
mean, it
everywhere
has
on
to
this
be in
floor.
here somewhere, right? It's not anywhere else.
Well, we've checked this room for hidden doors.
Well, we just came out of one, so if you've
Oh,
been
yeah,
here
sure.
before,
Where
I
did
guess
we-
you didn't
what-
find it.
Where exactly did we come from?
The
It was,
bottom
like,
right
on this
corner.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't look down there here. We looked in the alcoves behind the statues. I think we looked at them all.
I don't like this room, and I would like to get out of here as soon as possible. Out of the tomb, and that would require us to go downstairs.
Like as you're talking, you kind of like look. You can see like one of the painters is kind of like looking at you from down on like the floor below, and is holding like like a hand up with like a thumb, like with its paintbrush, and it's like doing that thing where it's kind of.
Eyeing you up.
It's like looking at you, like it's like, is this right? Like,
That's very impressive.
except it has no
That's
eyes,
great.
so it's.
Yeah. Like I said, that's very impressive.
I'm absolutely intrigued by this room. So like, particularly at that painting with all the blood spurting. I was like, what is happening in this one?
Are there?
Oh,
you know-
there's
That
also
one
one
looks
of the
so
gigantic
colorful and
crusaders.
festive. It's great.
Um,
They basically look like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? I was not looking at. Oh, Yeah. Earlier I asked you if they look female because I was looking for the sewn sisters and their
Yeah.
faces are
No.
sewn shut. You should have just showed it and said, "Does that look female?"
You're
You
assuming
know
it's
what?
gender?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it could go either way.
Uh,
That picture, it could go either way. That could be a grotesque looking female or male.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where the Scepter's twin is, and I don't know what it's for.
And
Feel
I kind
free
of don't care.
Feel free to look for the things. If Dusty stands in the middle of the room, he could pretty much get all of it if he uses his Wand of Secrets.
How many charges of that do we have?
2 more for
Yeah,
the day.
2 more for the day.
I mean, it's 31 feet to the entrance, not the entrance, the back wall of the alcove, so I don't know if you'll get that, but
Stop digging at me. I'm rubbing you.
yeah, it's
All right.
on the cusp. Yeah, can't get the very corners either.
Yeah. So basically, be everything on this wall except for these 2 corners. Everything along that except for the corners.
Yeah,
Like,
everything
literally-
except
Yeah.
Where
and then,
we
like,
came
over
from.
here.
everything except where we came from and
Would
the
it
other 3
get
corners.
these back walls though?
No,
Like the-
I'd have to stand closer. Like I'd have to stand right where I am right now.
So you'd have to pick one side or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We could.
we do know that we just came out of the secret tunnel here. Right?
Yes.
Secret tunnel's here. We know that the mirror room is over here.
Somewhere.
Right?
I don't know exactly.
It's more.
What
You
room?
guys think it's more way down, like here, like way down in that area, and probably
Yeah.
further way down here.
Because remember the
Just-
hallway is
we
really
come this
long.
way, we come this way, and then we go this way.
No,
here's the
that
mirror room.
hallway is a lot longer than you're thinking. Because Unk's room is about here.
No,
the way
that's
Unk...
that's the stairs.
yeah,
It's
to
It's
go to
like
Unk.
here, up here.
Yes.
So
Everyone can waggle their
So it's
finger.
either gonna be back here somewhere, or it's gonna be back
I
here
say
if
that-
there's
yeah,
another
like-
secret room in here,
I'm just saying.
or over here. Well, no, over here would be wherever that.
Okay, how about this? Dusty, just stand 2 feet to the north.
Here. Or here.
Like here.
What's it? Oh,
Compared to
yeah,
the-
here.
Compared to the very middle.
Okay, right
Then
here.
you get one back wall.
Okay, you gonna give me this, Zebek?
Sure.
You wouldn't be measuring the corner. You'd measure the closest part of that door.
Well, whatever. I yell, "Wand of Secrets!" and I throw it in the air.
Okay.
I forgot about that bit.
It spins around in midair, and like as it's falling, it just goes rigid, pointing in this direction, and stays pointing towards that the whole way it falls down and into your hand.
I quickly grab it. I try and
Oh, it must have messed up.
quickly grab the thing to make sure nobody else could see what happened.
Are you trying to
So you try
trying
and
to
catch
hide
it.
your boner?
Yeah, you try to catch it, and you bobble it, and you're like, oh, 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 and as you're juggling in the air, it is still just dead pointing at that spot as you like bounce it around in the air.
This is some middle school.
I
shit.
look around to see if anyone noticed.
We notice.
Ever-
I don't know.
I would say most likely everybody noticed.
Here.
Because everyone was waiting for you to use the Wand of Secrets.
I
Good-
barely noticed.
Considering
I
you
haven't figured
announced Wand of Secrets like as loud as you could and
Yelled
threw
it
it,
and
and
threw
threw
it.
it into the air.
Even the blind people are all staring at it. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they know where it is. They know it's like, oh, it's over there.
One of them
Alright,
One of
well,
them
then
starts
I will
drawing a
quickly-
picture of like a wizard and a wand kind of stick like flying
I
up
will
in the
quickly
air.
shuffle up the stairs this way
Okay.
and start looking for the door.
You seem to see a door. You see what seems to be a secret door behind this statue
I just turn
of whatever.
I found it. Don't worry.
Congratulations.
It's here.
Thanks.
I have found the door. Again,
Nice one.
it's
Nice
all
one,
I
Dusty.
did it.
Nice one,
Good
Dusty.
It
job.
was me,
He's great at this, guys.
Dusty.
Karan's like actually clapping for him.
By the way, we totally found a secret door, and then we were like, "Hey, there's a secret. I don't know if there's a secret door. We should get Dusty to look at it." And then we got Dusty to look at it, and he found it, and then he was so happy about that.
And then I opened it anyway.
I started
Anyways.
I started that
Alright.
story, and then I immediately thought, "Oh,
Dado, you found a
Thor
secret
and
door.
Loki with the snake." And I was trying to make it so anticlimactic possible.
Alright. Well, gonna go take a
Where
look at
does
what's back
this
there.
door go?
I don't have hands anymore, dog. I can't pet you.
So, you open the secret door, revealing
A secret door.
Room.
Be right back.
the walls of this room are adorned with tile mosaics of a jungle city, intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans wearing gold skirts and carrying spears and ornate jugs. The ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky, and a small, bejeweled cockroach rests atop a sarcophagus of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold, resembling a smiling sun.
This
Wow.
looks like a trap.
Blue
as
sky,
fuck.
sun. Haven't seen that shit in a while.
This is trappy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't even want to look in this room. My eyes would be trapped.
I don't know. This floor has not been very kind to us.
We're on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor was decent. That's where Ejin was. That's all I care about.
I don't really want
Still
to
care.
touch anything in here, actually. Maybe we should just move on.
No, we're here to. There's something in here, and I don't know. I can
Probably
I can,
in that box.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the gold.
Well, it is a full sarcophagus, and then there's a
wanna
little
jump down?
bejeweled bug sitting on top of it.
Yeah, there's jewelry. Please, ghosts. If there's a ghost in here, do not eat me.
Do
Um,
we want to try to detect magic on any of this shit?
Yeah, we could. I'm not gonna speak for Dusty. Dusty can.
It's up to you. It might be good to know what this is before we mess with it.
The gold ball sarcophagus.
Yeah, you have 2-foot diameter gold sphere with a smiling sun
2 foot
face.
diameter.
2-foot diameter? Yes.
Okay. That's a big ass ball.
Yeah, 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus and it's hammered. It looks like gold that's been hammered into like a round shape. So it's got all these blemishes all over the surface of it. And it's got a big smiley face. Just a big old. It's like California raisin sun looking as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like if the Mario sun from Mario 3 was happy instead of angry.
Can I do an Arcana check on it to see if I like feel anything?
Well, you could probably use a detect magic. You feel like that would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to save some slots over here.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
you can ritual cast detect
Yeah.
magic.
What's in here?
All right, I'll ritual. If
not
we have,
being
I
killed.
just don't like ritual casting everything because I feel like it's a big waste of time.
Well,
I
time is
would
a
love to
nebulous
waste
thing.
time. I would love to waste more time so we get closer to a fucking long rest.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ritual cast on the ball.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just the room.
It's
itself.
your eyes. You're ritual casting on your eyes.
Yeah.
So, you can see that. There is an aura of evocation magic around the golden sun and the bejeweled cockroach. It also looks like there is something etched into the top of the sarcophagus. You'd have to get closer and look at it, though, to see what it says.
Oh, we're not in the room
I was assuming you guys were basically at the...
at the doorway.
basically at the... Yeah, the...
Okay. I will step forward and
Yep.
look at the top of the
So you approach...
sarcophagus.
You approach the sarcophagus, and it seems to say one single word in common. Napaka. Napaka.
Have we heard that before?
I feel like we have.
How about the history check?
More like a. I'm gonna check my notes.
I guess Jafar would have most of his notes.
You would have any notes, and like, that as long as they're from day one of Omu and back. Anything forward of that, you would no longer have any memory of. See how
I do
high
not
that...
have Napaka written anywhere
It was
here.
Nepartek. That was the Queen of Omu. That Flame Skull was talking about in Moa Shrine tomb. So not kind of the same, but different. So
But
what
it's
did
just-
you
it's
get
just a
from
sun orb.
Yep,
It's a. There you go.
It is a sarcophagus. Walls of the room are adorned with mosaics of a jungle city intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans wearing gold skirts, carrying spears and ornate jugs. Ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky. A small bejeweled cockroach sits atop a sarcophagus made of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain on the ceiling above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold to resemble a smiling sun.
what did you get from the detect magic?
The orb and the jeweled bug both have evocation magic on them.
Usually nasty shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if someone does fuck with it, it'd only be one person inside the room.
Oh, you can also see, Dusty, now that you are here, right beside the sarcophagus, that the sarcophagus seems to be sealed. The lid is sealed with strips of lead. You would imagine, like, look, it's like strips of melted lead that have, like, sort of been almost like a wax seal, and they've just been kind of applied all over the place to, like, seal the lid shut. You imagine it wouldn't take too much trouble to pry them out, like, especially if you had, like, a crowbar or something like that. You could rip them with these lead seals free fairly easily. You know, it'd take a bit of work, but that is the only other thing you notice. And that the bug looks like a cockroach. Actually, I'll say you're close enough to it. You can see that it is a cockroach. It looks like a box or a container that opens, because I kind of like looking at it. You can see that there is a seam kind of going around it. It is also looks like it's made out of gold. You kind of like sniff at it with your treasure sense. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that is definitely made out of gold, and it's got all sorts of little precious gems set into it, including little black pearls for its eyes. You think this thing's probably worth like 1,500 gold in and of itself. And who
How
knows?
big is it?
Who
And it's
knows what
magic?
contains in it?
Got magic on it.
We got enough shit that is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not-
Well, you also know there's magic on it, or it is magical, or something.
Yeah.
It's not just a random thing worth money. It's just that is how fancy and beautiful this little cockroach, like it's like almost like a jewelry box size looking thing. Like everything in this room says that the stuff in here was lovingly placed here. Like this doesn't seem as ugly and nefarious as everything else in the tomb has been so far.
Can I look
Yeah.
on,
That makes me trust it even less.
It's
can I
still-
look on the walls for anything that might seem out on the left wall that might seem out of place? Perhaps
Looking for
something on the
buttons.
mosaic. Yeah, might be lifted
Looking
up.
for buttons.
Button.
Button check. Just looks like regular old mosaic to you. You are kind of wondering if the blind painters out there are the ones that painted the ceiling to look like the sky. I mean, it looks like they could have, maybe. How would they reach it? Like a ladder, maybe. The blind, undead things climb ladders? These are all questions.
Do you want me to be the guinea pig and touch it?
I'm the one who
The
wanted to find the ring so
sarcophagus, the
badly.
book,
It should be me.
Or
The book?
I don't know, the did I say book? My
Yeah.
bad.
The box?
The box, the cockroach, the sarcophagus, or the
Hun.
sun.
I'll
There's a lot
probably
of stuff
start
to
with
touch in here.
probably start with the cockroach.
Do you want me to do it?
I feel like we both have roughly the same amount of chances to not die.
Or do we just want to not fuck with any of this instead?
I like that idea.
I wish Dusty had anti-magic aura and he just all of it, and then we can just take it.
Is that a thing I can get?
Level 8 spell.
Why do I feel like we've
Oh.
looked that up before?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Was that, Mikey?
I feel like we've looked that up before.
Anti-magic field?
Anti-magic?
Is it something he could get from his staff, or am I thinking of something else?
No,
No,
I
he doesn't get
definitely
it
do
from
not
the
get it
staff.
from the staff.
Okay, I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Never mind.
Oh well. We can touch it, we cannot.
Okay, since it's Evie Potion, it's probably gonna explode. Hoping that we'll long rest before we get into too much of trouble.
Okay, you say that now.
Well, we
Um,
did just
Every,
trigger.
as far as I'm
Wither's
concerned,
alarm,
everything from this
so-
floor down is trouble.
Yeah. I know it's trouble.
At some point, everything from this floor up is also trouble.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's already beginning.
It's
Maybe
all trouble.
The first floor might be all trouble again.
It's all
Well,
trouble.
if we're not gonna mess with this, then we need to decide right now not to mess with it, and then keep
Well-
going.
What I was gonna say is, I want you guys to leave the room, and then I'll open the box.
I have.
Or better yet, you guys back out of the room, and I'll back out of the room, and I'll use Mage Hand.
Sure, let's do that.
Do
Okay.
So we all
Okay,
get out of
let's-
the room.
Where are you guys all situated then?
Them
Uh,
around the corner, me, so I can see the box.
Now, where's everybody else?
That's set. Like we're probably like over
I
here.
could be like
over
back here.
Yep. You mage hand the box open. It seems very delicate, but it kind of clicks open, and you see two things inside the box. Inside the tiny, tiny box. You see a small jade key shaped like a crocodile.
These are useful.
And you also see it's like a very thin necklace with a bunch of little beads hanging off of it. Little orange spherical jewels. There are 8 of them in total. And, like, they're all just kind of hanging from this, like, just pencil-thin gold chain. And there also looks like there was a little clasp where maybe a 9th one of these jewels used to sit, but it seems to have gone missing. It was a hand-me-down. One of them broke off. It's like, well, can't return it.
Okay.
Just put it away.
And there was no like explosion or anything.
No.
Nope.
I will lift the key.
Yep. You have
Any
a...
explosion?
Nope.
I'll bring that to me.
Dusty is able to tell you that perhaps the key or the necklace or the jewelry box itself is what gave off the evocation magic. The jewelry box is thin enough that it would not have blocked his detect magic from...
Well, he's still detecting magic, so...
Oh, that is also true.
So,
Yeah, because that lasts for a few minutes. Yeah, so once it opens, he's able to tell... Yeah, you're able to notice that it is the necklace that seems to be glowing.
Okay.
Is it the necklace or is it the beads?
Wow, it's the whole necklace.
We can identify it after. So, I guess I'll lift the necklace,
Yep. Nothing seems to happen.
and then I'll bring it to me.
Yep, you have a small, thin necklace with little orange beads, 8 of them.
And now I will lift...
8 of them for no reason in particular, that it is very specific that there are 8 of them.
Necklace of 9 deaths. I will now lift
But
up...
there's only 4 of you. We need 9 deaths.
Can I lift up the box?
Yeah.
Cockroach. And I'm assuming Karen would want this little jewelry box.
Oh, you know me so well.
Apparently.
It's not magic, so I don't care if it.
Yeah, it is essentially a gold chain with a bunch of little gold chains hanging off of it. Each one that has a little orange sphere, little orange crystal sphere, like basically like a little amber jewel hanging from each one of the little chains. Except one of them seems to have, like one of them's missing its little bauble. So there were 9 perhaps at some point, and one of them's gone missing.
Okay, well, we got that handled.
Good thing I explained that, as Jez wasn't there anyway.
Yeah.
I think he can still hear you.
I want you to, like, poke the orb and see if something happens.
Okay,
As we wait for him to return.
Yeah.
Why do you want me to
Muted.
poke the orb?
Because it could be a trap. And if we set it off now while we're not in there, that'd be great.
Yeah, but in order for me to poke it, I'm probably have to see it, right?
Pretty big orb. Like, above the sarcophagus.
Like, just go down the side and just get my hand to wave back and forth.
How is the orb connected to the ceiling? Just hanging there?
Big old chain.
Big chain.
It's hanging above it.
A chain
How sturdy
strong,
does the chain look?
sturdy enough to hold a 2-foot
Oh, you know
diameter
what?
orb.
Never mind, I can do it.
What? How?
I can disturb it. I don't know, shooting it.
Oh,
Listen,
with-
if that thing's got magic in it, if there's a trap in there, I'd rather do it while we're all outside.
I'm gonna duck back here before
Hopefully-
they shoot.
Are any of the zombies on this side of the room?
No, they're probably kind of staying away from
Okay.
you. You've
Yeah.
spent some time in this room before, and they seem to be completely non-hostile towards you.
Yeah, I know they're non-hostile, but I don't want them, like, if this explodes out of this room, I don't want them to also die.
Oh, no, they're down in the pit.
There's zombies.
They're down in like
I
a
don't
10
see
foot
why you
pit.
would care.
They're down in the pit working
That's
on
fair.
their masterpieces.
Well, they're not doing evil, they're just painting pretty pictures.
Pretty. That's what
Well-
you call them.
They're doing their best.
That's all you can ask of them.
Okay, just move out of the way. I'm gonna shoot this thing
Yeah.
in case it explodes out.
What's a good radius? Roughly 31 feet away. So I'll be down by the E, but on the ledge.
I'm
once
over
everyone backs
here.
up.
So you're standing basically in the doorway shooting at this thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got a statue in the way.
Hmm?
There's a statue.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
you're
way.
right.
Well, yeah, you'd have to be on the other side of the statue.
Oh, you want to be picked up, don't you? Yeah, he's a growly boy.
I'm reconsidering. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Just bank it off the wall.
Yeah, that's not my cantrips.
What, wall bank? Oh, I thought you were gonna use an arrow.
Okay, so
I have a
you're
bow.
so standing in the doorway, you blast at it with Eldritch Blast, and it kind of just boom, and it just kind of swings back and forth. And as you hit it, the expression on it turns into an angry face, and
tell us
you
what we-
feel just a blast of heat radiate out throughout the room, through you and beyond. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
+3.
You keep saying
How
that, but
close are you?
usually you're not next to her.
I'm right over here.
That's fine.
So
You gotta be
would
within
just be in the radius.
5 feet, don't you?
No, 10 feet.
Oh.
10 feet.
So she's just in the radius.
She
Either
doesn't
way, I
look
think
like
she's
she needed it anyway.
So you're going to take half damage of.
It
So
would've
you're
been
going
better
to
with me,
take
I could-
26 fire damage.
God.
Ow. Did I like put a dent in this thing? Did it look like I damaged it?
Hey, it looks like it's one side of its face is kind of caved in. And as it just as it glares angrily at you, as it just kind of swings back and forth. And
Yeah, I
then
didn't see very
you and the
much about
face
that.
just stare at each other for a minute. And nothing else seems to happen.
Go
Will
back
it
to a happy
do it
face.
again if you shoot it again?
Great idea.
Wait, what? That's not a
Why
great
would you
idea.
shoot it again?
So you blast
If I could destroy it, then
you
it'll solve the
blast a
problem.
chunk off the side of the sarcophagus.
I don't want you to die.
And then you blast the
fine.
face, and the face kind of dents in, and it continues to just swing back and forth. But this time, no searing blast of heat tries to incinerate you.
Is Dusty, is your detect magic still up?
I will leave that up to Zeppet. Has it been 10 minutes?
Nope, it has not been 10 minutes.
We literally just
wanna-
open up the door.
You'd,
I was
you'd,
gonna
you'd
say,
have
it
to you'd have to go like and look in, but
Yeah.
We open
I
up the
peer,
door.
I peer out of the door looking a bit singed, and I go, I think I broke it?
Like look at the orb and see if it's still magical, or if there was like, or if it's done with its magic.
By the way, I literally pretended to be Thaler for a minute, apparently. Dealing with Mage Hand.
so Dusty, you are able to like look in once you kind of hear that the coast is clear, and yeah, the orb doesn't seem to have a glowy bit around it anymore.
Okay, broke it.
You broke it
Alright,
with
now-
your face.
Yeah, now I gotta deal with the sarcophagus. But
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't magical, so.
Well, the sarcophagus is lined with lead, so we wouldn't be able to tell.
Ah, right.
Or covered in lead or something.
It is
sealed with
it
lead.
is sealed with lead
So
to
you
not
wouldn't
let
be able to
any
see
of that
through it.
magic-y goodness inside out.
Do you want me to pry it open?
What was at the throne anyways? There was another
An
scepter
iron
there.
scepter.
And we're looking for the
Oh,
iron
did we
scepter twin.
did we pick that up?
You left it where it was, I believe. I don't think you wanted to take it because it seemed trapped to you. I think you guys picked it up and looked at it and then realized it wasn't magical and just left it.
You think we'll need it?
Eventually, we can go back later. It's not a
I mean,
concern now.
well, I'm basically there. This is the thing. We're in the same room.
I mean, sure, take it. When we find the twin, maybe having them near each other will do something.
Maybe.
I thought we would bring the twin to it.
I don't know.
Let's just take it. I don't care.
I mean, if we picked it up and it didn't kill us then, it's not gonna kill us now. So I'll pick it up.
You want to bring it to this room, maybe?
Yeah. Does it open
gonna
up the
heal a little
coffin?
bit.
Do you want me to lay on hands you a little bit?
That would be nice. Because I don't have many spell slots.
I will give you 15,
The world.
and I'll give you a cure wounds as well.
Okay.
Wounds.
So let me just drop you that cure wounds. And
Alright, so I guess one of you strength people try to open it?
You gotta pry off the lead first.
I just
Oh,
heard.
that's what I'm saying.
I just heard strong people, and I was like, I want it. And what do you want? What do you want from me?
Gotta pry the lid off of the sarcophagus.
No, I mean like what check?
Oh, you don't need your check. You just need something to pry it off with. Like a
Oh.
crowbar or
Something
a
like a crowbar, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have crowbar.
I have one of
crowbar or like a shitty dagger or something you don't care about kind of wrecking. She wouldn't
Yeah.
even wreck it. Lead's pretty soft. Lead's incredibly
What about
soft.
like a old quarterstaff?
Well, it's also
That's all. That's made of wood.
It's
So
an
like,
adamantine short sword that is pretty much unbreakable.
Wacky
Oh,
also has
you
a
come into the
crowbar.
room with the,
Okay. It's like,
the
give me,
stick
give
yet.
me, give me, give me,
Okay,
give me,
yeah.
give me.
I also
I'll
have-
hand you the sword.
I also have an adamantine fan blade.
I don't care
Oh,
what
yeah.
you have, just give
Yeah,
me something.
I'll give Dusty the short sword.
Okay, so Dusty starts prying off lead with the short sword. It doesn't take him long to make quick work of it, and you can now attempt to push the big heavy sarcophagus lid off. Give me a strength check, Dusty. If you want to open the sarcophagus, which I'm assuming you do because that's been kind of the whole point. So you push on it, and it seems you can feel it kind of starting to go, but it seems to be deterring you a bit.
What about you, Jafar?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, you don't seem to be able to move it either.
Alright, so I get my do a little this. Little,
Dusty probably had like a minor heart attack for a second, as Jafar like went to like basically was like, I got this, Dusty, and went to push on. He was like, oh no,
No,
this is when he shows me up.
I was
phew.
but I was,
Oh,
I was
phew.
trying to say that maybe you need someone else to push, and then I was gonna push, but then Dusty rolled the second thing already.
Dusty
Yeah,
rolled
I
his
did a
sleeves
little
up and gave a big man push, and
I have a dog whining, and I don't want to be unmuted for often.
easily pushes the sarcophagus lid off, revealing
not even because I want to, just out of fear that Pyro will do it first.
revealing its juicy innards. So
The juice.
inside, you see the body of a woman.
Imagine, if you will, a dark corpse.
Yeah. So you find what appears to be the body of a woman. It's not. It seems to be completely removed of any kind of rot or decay. So like it looks like this person could even still be alive or died like a few minutes ago. It is a woman. She is wearing the tattered remnants of a black gown and a hornet mask that's made out of painted gold. Or it is, yes, made out of paint. That sentence didn't make sense in my head for a second. No, it's painted gold. No, it's gold that has been painted. It took a minute for my brain to fucking
Yeah.
process that.
Wang Wang and Nongo.
So, you also see that in her left hand, she holds an iron scepter with an adamantine
Oh my
head.
god.
Much like the iron scepter that you found by the thing. You also see... Is that the only thing in her hand? Yes, that's the only thing in her hand. Plus she also had something in her right hand, but she does not.
So, is this a twin, or is that the twin?
This woman resembles Alcora.
You'd have to take the mask off to find out.
Oh, never mind. No, fuck that.
I would
Oh,
say
that's a good-
the mask would conceal pretty much the top half of her head. You can see basically a mouth and like jaw, and yeah, like she looks like, just giving it a cursory glance, she looks like a corpse, but a very fresh one. Like some of the color is kind of gone from the skin, leading you to believe that she is dead, but
Magically
she seems
preserved.
impossibly preserved for how old she must be.
I feel bad because we just broke the seal. Only got a shelf life of a week now.
Is the detect magic still going? Does the mask look magical?
I'm going to say at this point, by the time you pried all that stuff off, no, detect magic is not still going.
That's
the scepter.
I will just hard cast it.
Okay. The scepter in the casket that she's holding on to begins to glow with a aura of transmutation.
So either it'll transform or we will.
There it is.
So what are we supposed to do with the Scepter's twin? It doesn't tell us.
Let's say.
Yeah, no, it just says find it.
Find the Scepter's twin.
Like,
Good job, team. We
is
found it.
is
Yeah.
is this one in my hand the twin, and I'm supposed to give it to her?
What if you swap them?
Why don't you try putting yours into her other hand?
I mean, her hand's not like held open. It's just
I know.
No, I would say her hands are probably like laying on
Both.
top of each other on her chest, and then
Yeah,
like
the
she's
scepter
holding
is-
onto the scepter, kind of like a knight's corpse would hold onto its sword.
Mhm.
So like one hand is over top of the other, holding the scepter.
So maybe some Indiana Jones.
So
shit.
it does not
Yeah.
look like the right
Like
hand
Jafar
is
said.
in a position to hold onto the scepter naturally, like as a part of a puzzle. I mean, you could grab it and make it do whatever you want it to.
Mhm.
I mean, if she's dead, she's not going to complain.
Yeah. Too bad we don't have to speak with Dead, and we can be like, "Hey, what do we do to you?"
What? That's horrible.
I want to do.
It's like,
just in
"Hi,
case,
who are you?"
I want to do a quick medicine check to see if she's actually dead. Like, how dead?
You do believe that she is deceased. You've been kind of keeping an eye on her for a couple of minutes. You do not see any breathing or anything like that. She does strike you
teeth.
as the...
Me-
She
Teeth
does strike you
vampire.
as the deceased variety.
Does she have vampire teeth?
Her mouth is closed. You would have to pry it open and take a look.
I don't want to pry it
I like
Yeah,
I like
do
Yeah, I
Pirates
mean,
of
Dusty is holding a crowbar right now. It'd be real easy for him to just in between the lips and just pop. Oh, it would open it up even easier than the lead.
That feels rude.
I mean, I know the sun's not gonna explode, but if this is a trap, then
Well, the
I
sun,
only
like
want-
Dusty, still has his detect magic going,
Yeah, yeah,
and the sun is
but-
not magical anymore. The sun
this
seems to
still
be
could be-
mundane.
This still could be a trap, so I don't want everyone to be in here when it goes off. So I'll wait till everyone leaves, and then I'll do the Indiana Jones swap.
If you want some sleight of hand shit, I can do it.
Shut me up.
I'm showing you up.
I know.
I feel
I know.
so useful.
You opened the lid.
No, I didn't.
You opened the door.
No, I didn't.
The other door. Oh
No, I
wait, you
didn't.
didn't. No.
You want me to do it? I can do it.
All right, whatever
Um,
you're doing.
What is your health like? Are you looking rough? Are you looking like you're trying to do this because you potentially might want to kill yourself?
Why
There's
don't you just...
better ways to do it.
Pyro wants to do something, let Pyro do it.
This is suicide watch.
I'm 14 off my max, which is
Oh.
85.
Okay, then I'll give you the non-magical
It's like,
one.
how you feeling? I'm feeling really good. Here you go. See ya.
Well, I don't want someone that's on death's door to like go to
Like
the
you?
door. I'm not on death's door.
Okay, somebody decide what you're doing, because you guys are kind
I
of
am at
dragging.
55 health.
I will. I'm gonna attempt to sleight of hand.
Before I
this,
have her come back to life and
non-magical
eat you all.
scepter.
He's
I'm
a
gonna try to
vampire.
sleight of hand the non-magical scepter for the magical scepter.
Yep.
Once
Uh,
everyone leaves the room.
Yep. Once everyone leaves the room, you are able to take it and replace it with the other one. And nothing seems to happen.
Oh, that was easy.
Well, that's probably not actually what you're supposed to do, but that's fine.
Her scepter was magical too, right? All in
No.
magic?
We, what?
Only the one in the tomb.
The one in
Or
her...
surprise.
The one that she was holding on to was magical.
Yeah, the one that we had was non-magical.
The one that's
not.
now in Charon's hands is magical. The one that's in her hands now is not.
With the
her being the
scepter,
queen.
was there anything else in here, or just the body, the mask, and all that?
Yep, just the body, what she was wearing. And the scepter.
I don't really want to fuck with that mask if she
I-
resembles Elcore.
Yeah, the
I
mask
don't
wasn't
know if
magical.
she will, because Alcore was just that one incident where, like, yeah, she wanted to live forever. She wanted to be beautiful forever. That's why she became, that's why she made the deal, and she became a whatever the fuck.
I still feel like we've heard this name before, but I can't think of it.
Napaka? Well, no, it was Napartak that we heard.
Oh yeah, that was the
It
Dead
does
child
seem like an
Or no, that was
Omuan name.
the dead child, wasn't it?
Either that or it was the name of her mother.
I don't think she would have asked for a mother.
Thought she mentioned it. Okay, whatever. With the scepter in hand, I'm gonna back out of the room.
Yep. You're out of the room.
Oh,
You back into something,
we
and it
have the
scares you
magical
slightly
one.
until you
Yep.
realize
We have
it's
the
a
magical
statue.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we have
do.
the
we have the magical
We
one.
have the magical one.
Yep.
Okay.
So we can identify this stuff later. Out of this room.
Well, you
Yes.
could get...
We could, like,
You
go
could
back
basically
and-
get Dusty to ritual cast it kind of as you're... I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're making your way down the stairs further.
But we also got the necklace to
Oh,
detect.
that I definitely want identified.
Okay. I will identify. Well, we will ritual cast both
Yep.
as we make progress downstairs.
So, Dusty is able to tell you that the necklace is a necklace of fireballs. You can basically, as an action, pluck one of the little beads from the necklace and throw it, and it becomes a fireball. It is essentially 8 free castings of fireball. He also is able to tell you that the necklace appears to be cursed.
Oh, good.
I'm glad I have it in my hands.
So he's able to tell you that if anyone was to put on the necklace, all 8 fireballs would detonate at the same time.
It's an exploding collar.
On yourself,
Jesus.
or
Yep.
when you threw one.
No,
No,
like
on
when you attempt to, because you got to put it on and attune to it to actually make it work.
You have remove curse, don't you? Because you
He
had to
does.
cast it on Jez one time.
Or did. He might not have it prepared, but
In
he
any
does.
way, in any case, the scepter,
Yeah, we'll worry about it later.
Dusty is able to ascertain that the scepter, he doesn't know exactly like what it is or what magic was used to construct it. All he's able to ascertain is that it has a singular purpose, and that is to destroy a construct named after Napaka.
Okay.
Good.
Good thing we haven't come across it yet.
So that is what the scepter does.
Does
One
it
of us should hang
require
on to it.
attunement?
No, because it's not a weapon. Or It has one use.
Yeah.
It is a one-time use.
One
thing.
use, and it only has. You can only use that use on a very specific thing.
On the one thing it was made for.
Remove curse only like breaks attunement from a cursed object. It doesn't remove the curse entirely for an object, does it?
I don't believe so. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object so it can be removed or discarded.
That's the same for this necklace.
So
The-
you
the
cannot
necklace.
remove the trap, but you can remove... Well, it wouldn't matter because the second you attune to it and put it on, it would go
Yeah.
off.
It would
so.
just instantly explode. Yeah.
Why
It
don't
would-
we leave this here then?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think you attune to a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah, couldn't you just pluck it and throw it? Do you need to attune?
No, you got to put it on to use it. Otherwise, what would be the point? Otherwise, what would be the point of the trap?
Oh wait, I have something like that. Or I have a magic item that looks like it's useful, but it actually fucks you. So I can hang on to that.
So, you guys march your way down the stairs further. As I attempt to figure out where the staircase is.
That's
Oh,
very
God.
far.
Where is it?
Here at the bottom. Bottom left.
Okay.
Slime.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That looks lovely.
So, you guys march your way down to the 5th floor. I need numbers plus.
Anyone see a happy dog-looking face up top, and then like a weird-looking happy face on the bottom of this little squiggle?
What?
What?
The little squiggle right here. This.
I don't really see a happy dog.
On the
Did you
bottom.
see-
The
Did
bottom
you see my
one.
my camel thing? Oh, I guess it kind of looks like Charlie Brown's face with missing an eye.
The bottom one. It looks like there's the mouth, the nose, and it has like 3 weird eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
see
it.
that.
Yeah, and then the top one, like this is the mouth,
You
and
could
then
just
that's
do
the eye,
something like this.
the nose.
That's way too far.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Anyways, you guys reach you reach the bottom of the staircase. Okay, this page was useless. So you reach the bottom of the staircase. Once you do, the staircase seems to descend no further.
The staircase kills you.
You can see that the tunnel proceeds to the south, like a little 8-foot hallway. There seems to be some kind of green slime all over the floor towards the south.
Did I see that when I was
No.
on the 5th floor before?
Nope.
No.
You
Okay.
came up over here.
You were up way, like, somewhere in the northern area. So you know, so this green slime, it's like a big, thick kind of pool of goopy, sticky slime that seems to be taking up like 15 feet or so of the hallway. The passageway seems to continue to the east. You also see a door. A metal door.
Not even.
And this is as much as I'm going to tell you. For now.
Can I do any sort of a check on the slime that I would possibly be able to figure out what it is?
You could attempt to taste it.
I would not recommend that.
What is it? What is the slime's viscosity?
It's pretty viscous. It is viscous
viscous.
gray slime.
Okay.
Usually
it looks-
slime you have to burn away. If it's gonna hurt us.
It looks like it would also be kind of tough to walk through. Like it looks like it would be difficult terrain to traverse. Let's put it that way. Let's
Okay.
put it in as meta game terms as possible.
Yeah.
You also hear Actually, everybody give me perception checks. Let's see how much you guys hear.
Hey.
In before, I'm the only good one.
You don't hear a lot. You hear kind of the grinding and churning of machinery somewhere off in the distance. And you also feel like you hear water. Like, a large amounts of water.
We're not near
Like
the waterfall.
Like, not rushing water, just, like, kind of like, you hear...
Waves?
Yeah, kind of like some slooshing, like a little body of water. You feel like the ocean is just inches
south?
away.
Or to the...
You're not sure. None of you rolled high enough to really ascertain. It's all just kind of echoing in the bottom of the stairwell.
Okay.
You said I could try and burn away some of this slime.
It's usually the safest way to get rid of slime.
I will firebolt the slime directly in front of us.
It might also explode.
So you blast the slime with your fire, and the fire seems to do absolutely nothing to the slime.
Better than exploding.
The slime just seems to absorb the fire.
Try cold?
I was gonna say I can do cold damage, but
I was gonna say I don't have any cold.
Oh,
on
you
me.
don't have
Ray of Frost.
I was gonna say I have Ray of Frost on the chill mask, but I don't have the chill mask.
And listen, if we want to get into this contest about what you have and don't have, how about you have your character? Where's my druid, Pyro? Where's my druid?
No, it's not because I'm not trying to one up you, Jez. I'm just saying oh wait, I could, and then I completely forget. I forgot that
We're
I had
up
it.
against a slime, which is very natural. I bet my druid would be able to roll a survival check and know exactly what it is. I rolled a 18.
18.
You believe that it may have come from some kind of creature?
It's from a creature.
Possibly. Give
doesn't-
me...
It's not like a dungeon slime or a mold.
No, it seems really out of place. Give me a
Specific cat slime.
check.
Arcana?
I'm working on it. Don't remember the type of what may or may not have caused this slime.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
the
give me
store.
Arcana.
Yeah, well, all my int checks are the same, except history. That's a 10.
You're not entirely sure. Look, it's like something may have caused this. Some kind of
something
creature.
I want a
Some sort of
perception check the
slimy
door to see if
creature.
it's trapped.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with my perception?
Oh, it seems fine. You're like, yeah, it seems fine. I mean, we're in the, secret... We're in, We're in the Jeffries tubes of the Tomb of Horrors. The Tomb of
Yeah,
Annihilation.
we
Tomb
have
of
to-
Nine Gods. I don't even know where we are anymore.
This is the Tomb of the Nine
Hell.
Gods.
We're in hell.
Tomb of the Nine
We've been in
Gods,
here for
colloquially,
months.
Tomb of Annihilation, built by the maker of the Tomb of Horrors.
Well,
We can peek open the door and see what's out in there. Unless that's the door to an ocean, and then we'll all drown.
Maybe we should keep it closed.
I want to
Yeah,
go up
but-
to it and do a perception check to see if I can hear anything through the door.
Yep. You think you hear the machinery sound that you can kind of hear echoing all around you is louder outside the door, and you also hear kind of sloshing water sounds.
So
Just kind of like whoosh, just gentle sloshing outside the door.
What kind of door is it?
Metal door, stone door, actually, probably not
How
metal.
heavy is it? How heavy?
It looks like basically exactly the same doors you've encountered throughout the rest of the. Yeah, it looks like standard dungeon door.
Dorco dungeon
Okay.
door.
No fancy anything on it. It seems as unfancy as possible. They don't put the fancy stuff on the the worker side. They put the
Yeah.
fancy. They put the fancy stuff
it-
on the customer side.
Does it pull open or push open? Or slide open?
No, it does not slide open. It would push open from this side.
You guys want
Oh.
me to walk
Yeah,
through
it
this
is.
line?
It is a stone door. Yeah. There is actually a brass knob on the door. Well, there you go. And it opens out.
We'll worry about the slime once we deal with.
Oh,
wherever
sorry.
this
No,
is.
it opens in. It opens
So
in.
you have to pull it.
You gotta pull
I'm
it.
saying, if I walk through it and it's poisonous, I can touch myself and not
Yeah,
die
well-
from
Nice.
poison.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
deal with
but
that once
technically
we
you could
deal
do
with
that
this
to anyone
door.
that walks over it, but
Yeah, I would have to be on the other side too, though.
If
I
you
mean,
want to walk through it, you better walk through it before I open this door.
Open the door.
Door first.
I tell one of you.
Hey, come over here. Come over here.
what?
All three
What?
of us come over to you.
I'm a pull the door open,
I'm a bad bitch.
and we're gonna peek behind it. If it's really bad, I'm gonna close, okay? But I need you here in case it gets like we need to push hard, like some comes in here, whatever.
So it's definitely
Says the
me.
strongest person in the party.
So, definitely
Look,
me because
I'm
I
just
also
being
have
extra
the best
careful.
eyesight. I also
Yeah.
have the best eyesight, so
I'll
Definitely
be with him.
Okay,
to
and
peer
I
into the
am
room.
going to stealthily open the door a little bit.
Oh, there actually was a description of it. A dark corridor leads south, and a stone door with iron hinges and a brass knob stands to the east. So a stone door, iron hinges, and brass knob. In case you needed that detail. So you creak open the door and kind of hold it aloft, and as you're kind of standing there holding the door, you see outside, and you see a
green
essentially a small dock.
Whoa.
You see moss-covered stone climb from the stone dock to a landing whose rope slash a pair of rowboats to a dock post and a rusty iron cage wallows in the slime. Held aloft by chain and winch, phosphorant crabs gather at the bottom of the lake below the cage. So you seem to
Is
have
anything-
stepped out of
crab catch.
You've basically stepped into what seems to be a cavernous underground lake. Like, looking up, the ceiling is like much higher above you. You also see big building-looking thing. Like, you see big stone walls that seem to be sitting up on top of massive gears that are like 100 feet in diameter, maybe more. And you seem to be in some kind of large cavern. Large underground lakey cavern.
Sounds like we're on the wrong side. I mean, we could take these boats.
We have a folding boat.
We could take the folding boat too.
You could take all of the boats. Those boats, your boat, everybody gets a boat.
Boats.
Somebody could take the cage.
Yeah, what's in the cage?
Yeah, that cage concerns me.
Under the water.
It's not under it's a kind
Under
of
the
like
sea.
half out of the water.
Is that where the crabs are, you said?
There seems to be crabs like way down in the like you see like little glowing phosphorus shapes
Oh, that's what these
down
balls
down
are.
down in the depths of the lake.
It looks like someone just deleted parts of the map for these balls. Like, they literally deleted right through the lines, too. The grid lines.
But yeah, the cage is on like suspended by a chain and a winch. So it looks like the cage lowers down into the water.
I mean, do we need to get into the water for something?
It's definitely water, though, right?
Definitely looks like dark, murky water.
I don't think so. If there's a... I don't know if there'd be a plaque on this floor. Directly below where we were with the gargoyles.
I'm pretty sure the plaques would have stopped with the tombs. Because most of the stuff was about the tombs. Or the... What do you call them? Sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Well, they were tombs.
Tombs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, we know this is here.
Can we
Yeah.
The
take
other
a
way,
step
at least
forward
see.
and see what's
Did you see any water when you
over
were...
here?
Do you want to swim out in the water?
No, I
That's what
try
you're
to step forward over here to see like what's over here.
Okay,
Step down
okay.
the stairs a little bit.
So Pyro steps out onto the dock and sees that it continues. The water seems to continue off into blackness.
Does this door look special? Because on the
Well,
other
I don't know.
side...
Dusty's just sitting there holding this thing open while Pyro walked out and looked around. You looked from the doorway. Pyro went out
It
and
doesn't-
looked.
Is there anything?
Oh,
you can
sorry.
talk about?
Dusty
Anything
is
to talk about?
Dusty has pulled it, so he's basically like pulled it, and oh, you know what? He pulled it, so you would be able to see the other side. On the other side of the door, you see what appears to be I thought there was something on the other side of the door. Nope. No, you see slime and moss on the stone. A different kind of, more like your regular kind of slime.
A man with a starry hooded face holding up an arm that's cut off at the elbow.
Yeah.
You also see like once Pyro steps outside, you're able to see that this seems to be some kind of a tower, basically. Like it's a stone tower that goes straight up into the ceiling, into like the ceiling way up. I guess I think outside of your ability to see, because you seem to have come down into like a large cavern. Actually, no, you would be able to see the roof with a light. But yeah, this basically is like a tower, and then there's like moss and slime and everything all over the outsides of it, and all over the outsides of what this hallway is. Basically you see cavern wall along the southern bank, and then you see what appears to be stonework that leads to this room that's sitting on top of a big ass gear. And then there's another room up here that seems to be on top of a big ass gear. That's about all you're able to ascertain.
Are these gears turning?
Nope, they seem to be stationary.
Okay.
But you can hear what sounds like machinery kind of rumbling off in the distance. It's just kind of echoing around the cavern. As
Yeah.
I drop my fucking pencil. Excuse me.
I don't think we should worry about this lake, because we'll be exploring for a while, and it might just be a dead end.
If we have to, we know it's here.
What if these rowboats are here so the dwarves can just perform maintenance on these gears?
Do the rowboat?
Possible.
What's in the rowboats? Is there anything in them? Do they look?
Nope,
Like they
there
used
are
recently?
oars. You believe each boat could hold up to 4 small or medium creatures and all of their gear. There are 2 oars, an empty wooden bucket, and a 50-foot long coil of rope in each one of the boats. Since you are looking at them, you also notice that each one of them has a name. One of the boats seems to be named Predator, and the other one seems to be named Prey.
Okay.
So if we were getting in the boats, we'd definitely get in Predator.
We want to take like those coils of rope before we leave this, just in case.
I feel like that would let people know that we were here.
Oh, people know we're here, huh? But
In this
really?
particular place.
I mean, they know we're in the walls again.
They're in the walls.
We already set up the alarm from at Withers' office.
Fine,
Yeah.
I'll grab the rope.
I say
Okay.
leave this here. Go check
We'll
out
go
the
down
slime hallway,
south.
and if we have to come back, we have a boat. So even if these aren't here, won't be a problem.
What other spells do we have? Do you have anything to burn? You have
Boats.
four.
Fire.
No. I can make fun of it if you want me to.
I don't think psychic damage works on slime.
Yeah, I've got necrotic damage and I've got force damage.
I can make it chilled enough to refrigerate it.
I mean, maybe the slime is edible. Nobody has tried to eat it.
Yeah, probably with good reason.
Do you want me? I'll go through.
It's probably gonna burn you. It's either gonna burn you or poison you.
If it's poison, I can touch myself and I'll be fine.
Just
And I can let you know.
touch it once. Then back off.
I will put my hand on the slime.
Okay. As you touch
Your
the
hand is
slime, you feel a sharp, you feel a sharp pain in your mind, and you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting.
I don't think you can heal that.
Okay.
You got a headache from touching the slime.
That's interesting.
And that was just touching it.
Yep.
You know what we could do?
Wall climb. Get
I
Vidania
was-
to climb the wall.
I was gonna say levitate, but sure.
Wait. We don't want to keep burning the Dusty spell slots.
The staff is for it's the levitate staff.
I
Essentially.
mean, we can just levitate. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like
Or we
Well,
can
the
discuss it.
problem is Dusty isn't going to be able to carry you across in this small 8-foot hallway. Between his height and the awkwardness of trying to carry somebody, it wouldn't work. He could easily cast levitate on somebody, and they could kind of crouch up a little bit and float over it. But you would not be able to do the same trick again that you did over the acid pit, because you do not have the room to do so.
it wasn't like a sound, so I can't silence it.
Why don't I just levitate over there and see what's down the hallway?
Why don't we have like a collapsible?
Why don't first?
I'm gonna
Wait,
levitate
first,
myself.
No,
Dusty,
hang
no,
on.
no. Jez, send your spirit,
Yeah, he could
your
look. You
sprite
could
or
look
whatever,
what's down
to
there.
go down here and look.
Yeah, I could send my sprite to go look. Spirit. My
Whatever.
spirit's chained to my hip. Well, not really chained, but
Okay.
attached
So,
to me by the
so
hip.
you cast your thing and summon your thing and send it off.
Wow. My
Anyways,
sprite is always
it's
Awesome.
fine. I'm trying to move this along. We've basically made 0 progress in 3 hours. So you do your thing,
You
and it's
got a
able
lot
to
of
tell you
damage.
that the hallway continues down and ends in a wall, a nondescript concrete wall, a dead end.
We got about
There's also more slime.
10, 15.
Okay, so
30 foot of
this
slime.
is what we have. We burn the levitate, or Dado and Pyro can Misty step over, then levitate like me and Jez, or we're gonna burn my healing later. Which one do we want to burn now?
Why don't you just let me levitate over there? Open what is inevitably going to be a secret door. See what's over there. If it's something that you need to come over for, we will get you over. If it's not, then we can just leave.
Okay.
And
Okay,
go
sure.
where?
Well,
That's
Somewhere
probably
else.
the
We'll
way
take
to
a
the
boat.
fifth floor. I get the feeling that over here is.
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself.
Okay.
I'm
The
gonna go
way
down
to
the
the
hallway. And I'm gonna go to
giant
the
portals.
edge of the door.
To the edge of the hallway.
To the edge of the hallway.
Okay. Seems to just be a like stone wall.
Perception check.
A stone wall that seems to be a very obvious secret door. Obvious to one as in tune with secret doors as Dusty
One.
appears to be.
one
I'm going
Dustonius Sir
to
Percival.
stealthily open that shit.
Yep.
Maybe not so stealthy.
You guys are like down the hall wondering how he's doing. You hear the grinding of a stone door opening.
Guess what he found?
Dusty really should invest in grease.
It opens up into a hallway.
Oh, fuck's sake.
With more slime.
Yeah, more slime all over the place. Large puddles of... Oh, sorry. Wrong one. This hall is choked with dust and cobwebs. Up ahead, flickering lights dimly illuminate a larger hall running perpendicular to this one. Where the two halls meet, words have been scrawled on the ceiling in dried blood. Which is about where you would be standing.
Good.
Those words, the bloody words on the ceiling read, "Awaken Napaka."
Grip the staff. Who's got the staff? Do I have the staff?
Well, I was the last one who had it, so
Okay, you
I
got
could
the
give it
staff.
to you.
Sure. I got fast hands now.
There's got to be something to fucking get rid of this shit.
Can I peek my head out
Peek your head out
both
where?
ways into the hallway?
Oh yeah, that's the words you saw scrawled in blood were kind of like in this area. I'm assuming
Okay.
you poked your head out. That's why I showed this. So you see a
Okay.
hallway going to the north and then bending that way, and then hallway here with a large perpendicular hallway, and then like on blood on the wall is scrawled "Awaken Napaka" in all
I honestly
caps.
can't believe none of us can do like cold or.
And
What
you know what? I'm gonna try something. Maybe it'll do something, like rot it away. Maybe I'm gonna try chill touch on the slime.
Well, we know fire doesn't work.
Well, it's not fire, so
Chill Touch is a touch-based spell, right?
No.
it's a ghostly skeletal hand that appears in space of a
Okay.
creature within range.
It's a very weird. Not that. So.
I was checking to see if it was Shocking Grasp.
Necrocking grass.
Yes. You touch it with your thing, your Chill Touch, and the small little area around where you touched it dissolves away. You essentially have...
I just keep casting it until like we have a clear way of getting down to the corner.
Yes. It will take a fair amount of time.
Fine.
Better than no time.
And taking damage.
Or all the time.
So yeah, you start sweeping the hall, while Dusty decides what he wants to do.
I'm assuming I'm still levitating at this point.
As you slowly hear from the hallway
yeah.
behind you, chill touch, chill touch, chill touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna come this way and just peek
Chill touch machine gun.
this hallway.
So, you can see, you kind of poke your head down the hallway a bit, and you see that it is a long hallway that extends. Did I put? I didn't. So you poke your head down the hallway, and you see that it is a large puddles of gray slime seem to be spread along the floor of a 10-foot wide, gently sloping hallway. There are candles flickering on riveted sconces on the walls. You also see casting dim light across a sequence of sculpted reliefs depicting humanoids with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end, so to the right, which is the bottom of the slope seems to go up to the left. So to the right, you see a curtain. It goes about 10 feet or so, and then 10, 15 feet, and then you see a curtain. A thick purple drape hanging from wall to wall. And the hallway seems to go up and up and up this slope, and then, like, just stops way at the end.
Okay. Perception check to see if I hear anything. Nope.
Nope. Just the machinery noises and water sounds from behind you is all you're
Right.
able to hear.
And then this way? Did you tell me it was this way?
Yeah, the slopes up,
Oh,
and it
this
seems,
way?
yep. Mosaics and reliefs of bestial-headed people worshipping a black star as it continues up and up and up.
Okay.
Up a very gradual slope.
I'm gonna float down here.
Yep.
Just let me know when I'm getting close to it being over.
I just imagine you're like any ghost in any show just floating. Ooh.
So, when you get...
Levitate is.
I know,
we
but-
round this corner and we see like Dusty going floating by, just like.
So, you get... it's going to take... It'll take a couple of minutes, because it's essentially every 6 seconds
Yeah, that's
Charon's
fine.
clearing out like a couple of feet or so of it. So it's going to take you at least a good couple of minutes.
Product specifically, apparently.
So Dusty,
I would probably get
down this hallway, you see a room. You see a large, expansive chamber. You know what? I'll just... Like, looking in...
where
You
the
see,
gears are.
you see a large, expansive, pentagonal-shaped chamber, and the chamber is a pungent stench fills the pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted sheets of iron, and a wild garden full of sticky plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior. A narrow path hugs the walls between the two exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler. In the ceiling above the sprinkler is a 10-foot-wide shaft that leads straight up.
Ah.
Okay, I'm not gonna venture out there just yet.
Is
Yep.
this where the hole probably ended?
Yeah.
So you kind of float back down the hallway, and you see Wacky essentially just like sweeping muck away with like a skeletal hand.
A weird skeletal hand.
Just like very slowly like erasing it from like the walls and
I'm
floor.
working on it.
Yeah.
So by the time you have checked, by the time you've checked out the room above and the hallway below, they've made it to you.
Okay.
Do you get to see what was down here?
It's just
I'd
a
describe it to Dusty.
slopey hallway.
Yeah,
Oh,
slope.
okay.
Do we
Oh.
want to clear
Well,
this bit while we're just waiting around here?
I'll do that while you decide what to do.
I think we should check out south first.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
I can
south.
s- Yep.
So we're headed south to the slopey hallway.
Okie dokie.
Let's get to the edge and clear out whatever slime we can within range.
Well,
I
we might
can-
not have to deal with the slime
We'll see.
once we can see the room.
Yeah.
Move us right there. Right to the edge.
There's a statue behind that curtain.
Yeah, I'm realizing that I should have put something blocking what was behind the curtain. Doesn't really matter.
That could be the...
Why don't we go look at that then?
Yeah, we can avoid this slime. We don't have to burn it away.
So you see a hallway that slopes up to a dead end, and there is a purple curtain wall to wall behind you. Oh, that's why I'm having trouble, because I'm on the wrong friggin' page.
Do we want to check out north before we peek behind the curtain?
Worth.
Sorry.
East,
East.
west.
Yeah. West.
I mean, if this dead end so happens to lead to another secret door, there's gonna be another room.
There looks like there's something over here.
A little cross face for me.
I'm for checking out the statue first, since
Okay.
Well, you
Kinda just
don't know what
there.
you don't
You
know
don't
if
know
it's a
what's behind
statue.
it. It's just
You-
a
Let's-
curtain.
the
Let's-
curtain.
Let's peek behind the curtain so we don't have to
The last
metagame.
time we peeked
Yeah.
behind a curtain, Jafar doesn't remember this, but the last time we peeked behind a curtain, Jazz almost had his head chopped off.
I was fine. You shut your mouth.
The boar was shutting his mouth, yes.
You shut your
Am I still
I'll go
levitating?
look.
No. At this point, no. By the time
I'll
you...
go look at what's behind the statue. A curtain.
Behind the statue.
Can we walk past the slime without it like attacking us?
Well, the slime doesn't attack you. You just get
Back your
tased.
head.
You get tased by it.
So, you...
Okay.
I thought Jez was going.
I'm going.
No.
I knew Wacky was. I'm just ignoring the rest
Wacky's
of everything
going.
you guys were saying.
We
Okay.
were just waiting for Zephic DM, and it was just silence for a while.
So,
Can
Oh,
we,
yeah.
Is there enough space to walk past the
Yes.
this? Okay, thank you.
so you walk around the slime, you open the curtain, and behind that is a 6-foot-tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle standing against the back wall. One of its arms is broken off and lies on the floor in front of it, its hand curled into a tight fist. The other 3 arms have their clawed hands open in such a way as to suggest they're meant to hold something. Carved into the wall above the statue is a riddle that says, 3 I need, then 3 more still opens the door.
What do you think it needs?
The last gargoyles we came by wanted shiny things.
I mean, we got plenty of gems.
What about the sconces on the wall?
They have candles in them.
Yeah,
Can
but
we take them out?
There's only 6. We need 9.
Well, we don't know what else is down the hallway.
I would say go with gemstones if you got plenty to spare.
I feel like we have plenty.
Does it need them though?
3 I need.
I have
It needs
Then
9.
3 more.
5 stones worth 50 gold each.
I've got a handful. Let me check.
Yeah, I know we got stones out the butt.
I have 3, so I'll just place my 3 into each of the hands.
Okay, well, did you pull the curtain all the way to the side, or can we see through the curtain, or what
Yeah,
can we
sure.
do?
I'll pull it down.
Okay, I'm going to, after context is given, prepare a firebolt in case it comes alive and wants to kill us.
That
I'll
doesn't
place
Hey.
2 gemstones in and see what happens.
happen. 1 gargoyle is no problem. Especially a 3-armed gargoyle. It has 1 less attack.
Well, if I can get a preemptive attack on it, then goddamn I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So you... you place, 3 stones in its
One in
hands?
each hand.
Okay. As you do that, it crushes the gemstones into powder. Like its fists close, and when they open up, the gems are just dust.
3 more.
I'll hand 3 to Garon.
Okay.
Okay.
You
and
do
I'll
it again,
place
and it again
Actually,
crushes.
I'll hand all 5 so that I don't have to say that I do it again.
So
That means we still will need 1.
So you do it again, and stones are crushed, and
I could expend one of my diamonds.
How much is your diamond worth?
500.
Oh, you think an eye patch with a bloodstone will count?
Gemstone? I mean, as
But
long as it's the gemstone.
Is a bloodstone a gemstone?
there's only one way to find out.
Let's do the diamond just in case.
Well, the bloodstone is if it's not worthy, it won't crush it. So I'll give you the eye patch too. It's worth 50 gold.
Okay.
And I don't
Well-
imagine the eye patch part is worth anything.
Can we
Just rip it out of
separate?
the eye patch.
Yeah, can we separate it?
Well, oh, you mean from the eye patch?
Yeah, from the eye patch.
There, you probably dig it off.
Can I do that? Yeah.
Well, you're trying to... you don't have to ask me if you can pry a gem out of something.
Off
Alright.
of a flexible eye patch.
Yeah, alright, then I'll do that. And place 1 in each hand again.
Yep. It crushes 2 of the gemstones, and the other hand doesn't seem to close.
Is that the bloodstone?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll replace it with the diamond.
Yep. It crushes the diamond into powder, and the broken off arm opens, and there's a fist-sized ruby in it.
A fist-sized ruby?
A fist-sized ruby.
Worth 50
I
gold.
will take
Yeah,
that.
Yep. So, as the ruby is plucked from the mouth, or from the gargoyle's hand,
Whoops.
its mouth opens and exhales a cloud of gas that fills the bottom end of the hallway. I'm gonna just assume it was all of you that were sitting here doing this.
Well, oh, never mind. It's fine.
Well, I know you and Wacky are here for sure.
I was assuming I was gonna stay near the.
I thought I was at the star.
Well, okay. So, well, Pyro didn't really state what he was doing, so Pyro's by the door. The other three of you that all took interest in what this statue was, give me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution.
Oh God. God.
Constitution.
So,
Oh, God.
Wacky and Dusty fall asleep. They are not asleep. They fall unconscious. They just drop.
Okay.
As this
Yes.
happens, the stone wall at the far end of the hallway opens.
This way?
Yep.
Oh, that's outside the map.
Yep.
So,
Hey, Wacky, do you remember Paulton in the intro?
Yeah.
so the stone wall opens, and it reveals a stone juggernaut on rollers. The construct fills the height and width of the hall and barrels towards you at alarming speed. And that is where we will end things for tonight.
That's gonna be a very anticlimactic end. I have the staff. Or the scepter. Or intro.
You're not unconscious right now.
No. Like I said, I'm good at con saves.
It's good.
So,
It's very good.
so Wacky and Dusty are asleep, and Jez, you and Pyro are staring down the barrel of this massive stone juggernaut. This basically just giant. Looks almost like a what the hell's the thing? The
Steamroller?
Romans, the thing.
Chariot.
Chariot. There we go. Looks like a
Oh,
giant stone chariot,
I
essentially,
thought
and
this
just
was like the same one in Tomb of Horrors. It looks like a steamroller.
this thing kind of looks like a steamroller. There's actually a mini for this thing that's enormous. But yes, we will find out what happens to you next time on Dungeons and Dragons. I would like to thank everybody for coming out, watching Dungeons and Dragons. We will be back next week as everyone's still alive, so for now. I mean, Pyra could probably duck out of the hallway, so at least one person will make it. At least one person will make it. So, thanks for coming out, guys. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.